betimi aboa President Mahama ama na timi solve issues e wo kro ni mu nyina nti mu de montamu chuku ntwen ye ba bia Ghana fa na ba bia ye betam ye machines no aba ho ne ne mo aba be bon komo nti odehye
ya
ana wo so be cheska
ana be cheska na na so ya ye wade ni bio me ni odi asempa ye de sika na bom yan and ye 1000 cities
ya shere se yedi na bro
so say ne boys wenya bi
and I so ko bo be sia na oba
wa ma fa me ho adwombo na
ya ya do se yedi wa bro
yes yedi wa bro
ye nkantia ne ma
ba kwa me da me bi enu mo wa de omre ye be
nkantia ne ma yedi wa bro
so eche ena no pe do ye be se enye kwa na bi twa your boy browse exactly and prayer star 413 hash star 413 hash option 4 that was select CTV press 1 year to 5 Ghana cities 2 year 10 cities 3 year 15 cities 4 year 20 cities me ba to tie ukura 50 Ghana e for the year twa chemu kakra 5 cities for good and then nipa me yensa ye chomuska ultimate winner no woni ye de me say ultimate winner ska bi ye de ma no
sa
so mo ka guma so say 5,000
wow 5,000 cities
S2
5,000 cities
wow but talk
so una we just say no na no but 5,000
5,000 cities
yeah fam eti wa wanya bi kura no ye be ma 500 ye ma won to e ma sika ni ye waste obi enu wa beto sika be waste eti na no pay patch to me e star 413 hash ya sha se etwa oboa star 413 hash star 413 hash odi ase betwa gum star 413 hash atafunye nyame that was select CTV
yeah
CTV na wo ko eti muntwa gum ye be sa ba bi
na mo hwehwe gum
na ye fa democrat no na ye fa to aso hwe ye Ghanaians democrat no wa hadom a Ghana's most authoritative newspaper na wasi new hajj fair pegged at 62,000 Ghana cedis from 75,000 Ghana cedis no and then yate so John Mahama yen we bue John Mahama yen we bue Ghana sanko fa no
yeah
ne boss na entina say am for second independent
what you say
ne boss na wo hye ye no
wadi so
eno wadi so no
all say ministers say no wadi so esi aka for open we
yes no ahwie
wa fa mi hye mu
you are bobo deputies no
eno na me kase me ore fi me
odi na mai odi na mai onso odi na mai
obi abenya ne de
ana wo se dey
odi na opebi
so dia akoye no
na wo se ga deputy minister food and agriculture how dey abesen
ena John Dimelo
me dey na embaye
okay
what dey ya dey
me kana mo nko yifiri o
na obi ka bi kira me fra panyi baako me si na ono boy kwaso si dey bi ya Samre ya ye wo mu
yenkasa
yes one room be you
yankwa kratafa to so me yensa no na eni yesi police ni bi ya remande no na so mo e de abone nyina se police inspector Eric Ajima dua osu so mo e de abone nyina se so yan district court B e wo be che bi se Francis Frimpong kotoko fan no supporter na wu ye no wo be che bi se oni hu bi eti sabre no o ma remande no ha no afi ya chi nipa mienu asanso aka enipa ewu ye no wo eye kotoko fan no wu ye no nipa o ma chi o no ma sa chi mienu bio asanso e dia ka ebio amafo bi akwa ko bu obi afa so nipa mi ensa ya chi o matum e bi grant you bail 240,000 Ghana cedis and they grant you bail e wa ha sa so na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama takware market circle was a project no wa mo to aso na se o mo to aso contractor ye wadwuma oyi wadi ye wadwuma aye wadwuma obi adidi ye
mama me word be
found this Ghana for ya na John Mahama yenye udeni
word be dia describe papa yi
ana gama cheso photo ha o say James Town ha bo no wo mo ye nkrefo no o make sure say o mefa bi wadwuma and Ghanaian Times I don't know
okay any abusia for mamfa the supreme newspaper what the ewra fefe bi mfoni ato hanom ye friend Karen Baba Sam okay wabaya ya body din yese ono no onpeso de mra be ya adwuma sa atente ne pa be ya adwuma da bi ebisa kwa to hwe ndendente ne nso awra ise me ya dan asame bakra nka mo fam ne tampiko wo no enti yaso enipa bi atese won pese atentene ebetumi aye adwuma de kudie ntianam so a ema ye tiri hwehwe ndendende ono so pa ba bi afa no so won saka the supreme newspaper oh Baba Sam ene obetumi ehun adekro ntia eno achenso yese tension mentemi wanse bi won amanfo bo ahyase ehuri ewo eye senate anafei GBH womo board mpanfo no entam ede na ekoso me pese na no pe won saka the supreme newspaper na ubewuro de ekoso nyinata no eno nso obehunu na deputy ministers ya say yabo mudin a yesi aka for pe Kofi so wonte ni din Yaa Titi so wonte ni din Smith so wonte ni din ene wakwa Okrah FM gagam nyina so mo din emsa me nko na yi Abraham ha ma hyembo se me ntombo ase na me din ni woto ho so bebo
o appointment no baby a wo pe ne modin
sao
ye ka na say na obi ni modin ko bo na me ka say ye ma time kakra ne ye hwe wo sense samba na obi ni me ka say ye nim de NPP every year NDC media houses in Wokroma.
Yes.
NCSA NDC Abapa way. I was so more resource empower NDC media houses.
Yeah, a seminar wakano.
Me pacho way yan fan chain.
A seminar wakano.
Obia ye mon chain.
Yes, simple. Yes, and we will pass and said your friend be and
fire.
And I'm 1 year so I be fire.
No,
you come at the pancasa.
What's it?
You come at the pan.
And I make 1 year be fire. Because while I do much in Munich, me, your board chairman. Call you are my FM, my board chairman, Macro for. And what must you say, baby? Your resource media house, no?
Yes.
Advert, yeah, buying adverts, no, you come the call now, NPP no station. To be patcho where they are from Fanchain. Yeah,
Kosovo family.
Yes,
we are seeing Libya a year, family. Ade.
Yes, Ramwa.
What is that 2024? Yeah, but Wabano. Near Mubebre, near Dodgy.
Oh, Mema ka just say national security ni bi catch them say ya who baby any pa baby abodwanko me kwa baby ntimi frɛ no e bi achale me kwa ha o wo so de nya abotre me from 30 minutes and son of a to who de ni pa frɛ
bra ya bre
yasra mo mesramu a ti we ye de fast me jamfi so na si akogan so na si chamasi edun katia so yesramu we die ye mfa nchen ye kan direct ya kire mo say sani no la ye sa na
na say na what motivational message na ye de ba ye no a
enu ntia busia we nsoma na
mti potam na fie no
ojibi so de bebo ti so de bom ye ade
no kra de okay de ye de
mama bo mu ni ye kontomiri anybody okay ntiabusia minority dom kuma no the supreme newspaper HS omo kan asem bi e de atre Ghana mampani yewra John Dramani Mahama enu nti enu nso asam no e da hanom saying ana fa yewra Felix Jemfi wono na odi eye National Sports Authority transition no enim every sa paperless no be akwa cashless ntino ni nyina no eye ho ayasam a ena no pe the supreme newspaper no wote aba enti bomodi akopɛ na ekenka Kofi
right enti ya eno ana ye din kan ate no star 413 hash star 413 hash
and amakabo
option 4 now we select CTV we select CTV a be pa cho press 1 a unya 5 Ghana cedis ye beto sa 5 Ghana cedis no ubetimi dey 500 cedis
yes 5 million
o press 2 a ye to 10 Ghana cedis 10 cedis no ubetimi dey 1000 Ghana cedis
wow
the more a woto no the more your chances of winning.
Yes.
So winning. Star 413 has star 413 has option 4. CTV. But over 18 years and above. No, but you do one shit. We are my man. Papa Pesca to be a boy dear by your near Palano. Now, dear Yana say, what will we ask Canada about Betuano? What will we do? Usika on machine a minute. Oh, one farm mount. Why you do? It is star 413 has star 413 has option 4. Now I selected CMG. CTV na kono ya ti jackpot no sa
say me here obi obekwa akoka ba se bia ma me o
e dey say faso ma be
Dr. Edua ne metweman so
hey doctor
mesrem a ya ko ya pa kire wa o kan je Edua ba se mesrem no sa man so won ne metwe anya yie
na duro bi no e powerful
o de jai
there's a me friend say doctor we duro no
ka je say o tweman so na
won ne metweman so anya yie
so o tweman so na me so me fa the PRO ni mabio say ta de ne ba it's na video no me ta de ne ba Wana osampa opa obena take me for the man ya ji aboso
edu eba wo ne edu si ya no so na me beche me wa platform kraka wo dia no ya ofo so wo se me na ya obi ase nyina wo na soro eba cho na ya cha ya ho ne ba po modem ko mo mra osisi ya ya ba beto aso
evergreen memories. Wow. Look at those days in front of him. Abra bafu for na parenting edi ono enkwada eba. Ejina wan kono na me put am for say. Na ebe but anche. We bonded as colleagues at the dining hall, the dormitories, classrooms. It's just say, but the question is, hey, now squad you were here, or like you were here, Floozy, any boys in here, where you stay, you be school, you are buying the university. You have to retire to the villages. We are here to reunite you and ensure that we can help each other. But before that, St. Louis, Ola, Wegehi, Holiko, Preset, St. Peter's, and now Bishop Herman, and St. Augustine. This is the platform for you. Join me, Dr. Kofi Anna, on Family and Friends Reunion as we share memories and experiences in life. Only on CTV, Ghana's #1.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
It's party time on Modern Affair. Obaapa, as I introduce to you, Safari Zoom Flex live on Ghana's #1. With Zoom Flex, you can join the fun wherever you find yourself via Zoomer. Ella, don't shake the body. God, it's Friday. Of course, time is 10 p.m. sharp on Ghana's #1 with the man them DJ Last Week Official. We say Obaapa.
Give me the move, give me the vibe, give me the move, give me the vibe, give me the move, give me
CTV, Ghana's #1.
Apostle Francis Odro World Outreach Ministry akawo hubiom the School of Ministry anyame enam Apostle Francis Odro so nyame adon wo so ana wo da eso ene yisremu kire se nyame aton sa fraw amanyame adwuma ana mpose wo nyame sumu dada nanso unim adom kura ewa wo so ane na akwanya beda ho ma wo se woni the School of Ministry ebesua de
enti obachew no wo feeder operate.
School of Ministry bemau aboding credibility say international certificate in ministry and international diploma in ministry.
Start the training now.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Order for meeting at the Evangelist Pemuka from 7-Day Universal Mercy Center Asafomo.
Right, Abusia, my mama, Chibio Mama Kwaba, live on CTV, Ghana's #1 television. So, on my Ghana Nkosuo, Nijimedi, Abusia, will share and now pay. Maybe I drew no, my young Korean cooking come away. And we'll share ye statecraft, the Bokratano, and in semi by Tuga, say, we are say, the so back of one to mention down for money ye. Now, I said, what they buy in Nana say, NG will be, and I said, Moku and Shabanse, Nadia Wayana say, or the Sinaniso, so basis school are dying. Now what they are Ghana and Umasua. I feel we provided textbooks, exercise books, and school bags. At the amount why you be brain, nipa be 1,000 and over. Omanya so emphasis. Was sending Western, and we share school at Diana and Kwadakum school na airtime. Now, Jumedi be able to say, what some ye must sem and also and a year dunty, and not pay your war. Opening like I said, we fear my enemy be doing come see you. Our EKK Charity Foundation, no Dr. Evans Kofi Kwafo, and we fear your enemy being come. Doc, and pay your watching. Me patcho se bibia wako de moni adwuma so Ghana for that was pa aha good enti opani wono ene kwache for pani awda EKK Charity Foundation no wono na sede ne se o se ontwen ma aban wo hwe ba bia school adan se ne sitie no aya na etankwada eti nuase na omu sua de the say your sunti na watu saa na mo no me ba che obabi na ti duase na osua de a enka be ye ofe unua bi na nsuo to na nka ebu akuna eda ebu akuna enka be ye ofe ma yenko opani yehwe YKK Foundation anamo aye amutuo ede ne ba amutri mu se anasa modrim se muntu anamo na mo Ghana e wo masua
yo anopa de metia
pacho aye na wapeja on
anopa de metia enkran ene mpanyimfo mo wonkran ma mu nyina ma obia achi na matia CTV
yes class television
okay matia mu mpanyimfo nso ni mo adwumayefo nyina nso na mama obia nso afinhia pa na mama obia achi ejumadi kase a mudina mode aboa Ghana ya menhira mo YKK Charity Foundation there say ya basa ye beboa Ghana man ebi say ejuma no sebio aban ne nko antimenye
okay
da bia me kase Ghana say ankra kase ye boa oman na yikura yintimenko amanane nkoje besia bia mfa ma ye ejuma eye simple but obuti wa onim say enye simple but eye simple
say ankra no ye ya say ye boa oman na oman kura nko amano ne nkope besia
ye nkope besia eye simple enti de esi ene so say bibi di say education health ne de de YKK betimi aye no ye be ye de aboa oman no ama Ghana ban so na suma ye dey atimadwo no enti nya pega sa adwumade ne esi ene so
enti o hwe eye pictures any videos bi a producer hwe na wo fangu screen so na ye ngogore wo ye de nya nti ye se ba bi ye te saa no enkwada no te fom ene sua de o mu nuase na esua de hwe school dance ne city no ye de na wo nya information ne say situation wo mini na mom no wo be free ba bi awo ana ho na wo free
yo mini abe manya ho na be free na eya won hakura ma betenan bia me free akura me do gate anu sa pictures me nsa betimi aka bi ebize me mana me no mo ye adwuma no mo obi a omo search no mapa
okay
na me ho na ba ko beka tell me say papa me hu school bi o Sene West abe say me no ko ho
okay
na me say aye kwa ko eden no say papa mo school dan ne nye kura me hu ye no me ye mo hye me tim ka tell say omo nko na omo nko say de omo we na ya mpa
okay
ukure ni nyankopon anim ni omo ko na che say ya mpa
okay
na kuro no wadu am say atin say kuro ba ko bi wa wudu na ye kuro a obe park ansa no akọ
Sene West one anka say
akọ chaboba ho no chaboba ho no can't me nko
okay
ade wotina moto so be 30 minutes to 1 hour
can't go because of
omakwanye kura tije wotina moto so
e wona sa school dan
we wona sa school na we wo in fact o ka kire me no am say to makoma na je say ye tu every asantemem
okay
na ye ko bono na ye ko Sene West na ye ko boys school for in fact if you come say be around be 7 ye could do ho no na ko bo be 2 o'clock
okay
na ye could do na re ho in fact dan mi sun me say anti azo ka Ghana ho if you say we school be ankola na ti ene be a teacher for da be omo no aduane a na me re ho pa do na me ka kire o me say school da we di ekwan bi a chesi ipija ti me gina manemu wa to cement to iron rods because me konam the books ene mpabo na bag na eko ba ko mu sa na me gina manemu to cement to iron rods esa mo muska so mo fan start project no
de wo ye no obi na sponsor wa na in the school dan no ko hu say no ena ma wo sun ye no
ma me sun ye
momra CTV na momra me hwa de ena afa ye Facebook page no so my CTV GH na bra be school dan ya nkwada ko school e wo chaboba e wo Sene West enie enti opani no Dr. Evans Kofi Kwafo wo se wo koye ko hu ye no osun ye enti ho na wo yi ubotom sika eto cement iron rods and no sand sika etato
so mo mfa start project
na o kono na wo kofobia omo sponsor say o kono akokodu ana situation say na sitie no na like what discard ya na say eye wa wo wani mu fifira wo sane
da bia mi tu anamo a me nkofo sponsor me ayi nyankopon te mi amani fifiri o hwe dwumadi ayi da bia na nkofo ta abusa me say kwan be na first odi dwuma wo sponsors am say da bi me nya bi da obi ama bi da yes obi omba me amenyi o
okay
but obi ama bi da ye me amani mu fifiri
so obi ba say Obaapa be boa wa na wa boa me develop Ghana kwan da ho na so sha say wunya aboafo
nya aboafo da me ba kwana me break ase me nya nanka foundation me jade amagana fo se obia meboa even se me am yesi wo kura mo yi mi si nchen se mo do bi betina makonya so amini problem ba ni nyina ne se ye be ya ade no na ye de aboa oman na aboa yi nyina because ye nwanwa se nemrim pa 21st century na obi ti duase ne nsi otwa ne nsi obo na bibia teacher fo nya baby na beda u post teacher ne kura wakọ abaka so onko yeah onko
enti project no wo ma start okay
this year kura mesa ko hobi akọ project na do
apart from we akoye e was sene west one no project babio na wasan so aye as a foundation a wo de boa amobrofo na se Ghana fo
say yaye project mbe na sisi akwa mse na wuyi akola bi say bibi she na fono ho kakra
na
basisi
okay
sakola we na Saturday that was last year na mtifi eno bi frame say papa akola bi ti opokuare I didn't say kana o problem opokuare kumase ndi papa we de wadaroma say do si do human dey kone kokofa
the high hospital
okay
hospital be ni
konfa no chi no
ji no
enti me kofa me ko akola no na me approach nipa na ode akola no e wona mbuzanza dey any problem no so akola no ya but omo pe aboafo na mbuzo omo senti no since omo start e kwa ontran say no monya si papa de ebinya be return yan di
na tese omo de akwala na kwatena kwa ho na omo stresses ka tese de ya driving na kwante ba na wote kai mu a bo no omo de obi abegina ho yes stresses ka de man but omo de omo nye scanner no masa de aduan ye
because scanner wonya na say no de hospital e dey kwa bia wontimi nya be 1000 cedis
I see
nti hospital no mo de akotunti am say David from ne koma motena ha bi yankopon be kire ntumi etimi de me number ma omo ti ne Monday no omo frɛ me na me frɛ me doctor okomfo anoche
okay
am say papa me nya case bi de je me de bro na wo hwɛ ye de akola ne ko ba ko vie de be bo so me ba ko ne che na run na test yeah test no kwa almost be 100,000
test no 100,000 Ghana cedis
yeah test no kwa keke
and one PI
but ye me a na in fact la exam no come catch them say agi doctors different doctors need bit my surgery
okay
and doctor ba ko pe and me say na mom prepare me be no mom for me car me born
okay
no mko shi that was early January no
okay
no mom me be no $25,000 and say me tria
surgery na wo be ya kwala re $25,000
and say no matima
and it is a kwam na no mo ne tene kwa no mu di agro
no mu di agro and na omo pe bia to bibia di keke
sweet mo fa kwala re to so ne
akola na da so ni pe mo bo kana ko ni pe mo bo ni pe kuma baba wapa kama
it went at
$25,000 and no matima
and ya start here
omo guso omo ya me no ka se kwa last omo twa ne nam ni bi yeah omo guso omo
nti no na omo twa de ba hospital na omo de ba
yes no omo twa de ba ya no nti nyansa nketua so me ka se me cases be se 5 ano den akola ba konso me se me ko fa ni free sehwi ono no se bia no pa de mpanyimfo mo fa nche me ogya ne nan fa ni nchim yeah ogya ne nan fa ni nchim ani na yeguso a ye hwe se ibetimi aye ne asre Ghana fo nso ne mpanyimfo mo krom amo aso mo nso yimu was ba ko fo sentiment nkata nyankopon se me ka se me nko ameye ku na awi ebegu because ha ma betra ne before me free ameko no course ebe ba no
na sesi e wo hwe ukotua $25,000 wedding can spend $100,000 school day a wo kwa kosie ane ne o ma bibra wa ya yenim obi de ne haw esan so be kan ho a wo betumi aso ano
bra ko fi nyame ne hene
enti obi fra sesi a be solve the problem
meji na meji a on se meji a ye me ma otam kakra te bia ma me na otwe ba ko bi na otwe mi bi na me ne mpanyifo mfantana se na ye ready betima ya bo
na se diska wa ye dio
bra ko fi nyame odo woni tu nyankopon so a bibia no wa wontimi nya wasase so yeah they don't me know what else because foundation no adoye na e o me mu dada
okay
na me plan so se meye nye na me plan ye 10 years ago na me plan se meye
nti wo de adwuma wo ya na so ya adoye
no a makati nyankopon se no kura na meye na me tambe so beto no zafre ma mepe
nyame nhyira wo
menye bibia nka ho no ane ade am des me
Dr. Evans Kofi Kwafo or CEO edema EKK Charity Foundation anopai ono ne yene ne di nkomo no na abusua se wo hwe yen e wo CTV Ghana's #1 television so o my Ghana Nkosuo dwumadi ne so a ohwere be ho me de kanene kwa na me feel say ye school no nko a na nkwana ne ti nua asesua de school dan a atete apansam so ye wa ban wa ha o na ban ne bo no nsamana ne say at the end of the day we see schools echi obia e wa ha at the end of the day hospitals e ye chi bibia enso no na enkwada ne duo omo baby o metre be share enkwada ye problem apart from no obi how e ye ne how to extend say akwada ye kwakwa ne surgery e be cost $25,000 openia fato no so ene nei o boss aka hey challenge ben e na o fam o start we adwuma
challenges in the ABB.
Okay.
Because me can say do me because I'm for catch me say me nyes kana me hu dem dey am dey yan kwase adwuma.
Sana amanfo catch wo.
Asat na ngofo timi catch me. Ba me
say when yesika e ma busu to hu ne ode ye.
Sa ba me sia asofofo no ne mpanyfo no amonim de na. Omutimi catch me say me Nkosuo na menye. Nyankopon be hira me. Nkosuo na menye. Ne empire de every day bia ngofo bompa ma me ntimi nkan. But Oma said you omuni abadaye ne de omutia wabonte a na omuka de omupecho but enu mu mabem enu ntinu mabem na Kofi at the same time nso no adwuma we no enafom.
Okay.
He said bi obi bayale obi nia na so kwagina kwa akohwe so atam so da ya obeso so no ma be hu no wani so
sunsumu nsem
sunsumu bi o wa me dravia na no me ba akra ana to be 12 e de kala ba na me ka akra be nya accident o.
Oh
yeah. Nti aya na challenges in the doors but nyame adom ne humobro nti no bibia nti
why adoye e de aboa school bi anase ankrankro bi e ma wanu ho because of challenge bi a okomu
there be me no me ho da since I'm starting foundation me no me ho bibia mu da ba me no me ho so da
na oye say wabusu for obumfu
omani me ma me na ni ohun se me yesi ko na ni age
o ma me so oye say ya
ohun pe no afre me ohun TV so ala ohun video bi na afre me no be seresa na ni age okatem say dem di beto de na me di kura me mfa hwe omom because on ho oden me ma me obe 65 years
65 years
but okatem say o de beto de na me di kura fa hwe omom yale no na ni age
won say ko bi wo man ko be siw kwan say na wanye scan na di we na wo de ye o mfa nya de papa na de na wunja school ni ma aban na nkasa nsi ni school
me ma me hu na ni age mabusuafo hu no mo ni age me bra out we hu say me yes ade na de me ne ba me bra na ba ko na to hu na ni age pa do to me frem say bia bra nkola no school fees me say okay bra so de wo yinti kwa de koso na ye no na nyam be chi ne ho no nyam mabusuafo ni hu no mo ni age pa
enti ye woni pa bi say wo Ghana ha no a wo mo so amafo kwa ho chire mu a wo ntimi boa wo ebi ni opani wa ba betra ha no me Dr. Evans Kofi Kwafo oro ene ye chief executive officer da EKK Charity Foundation ye NGO nti ono de ne say senior situation ne tie bia no wo so ye Ghana ni nti obehwe no waboa emfa ho say so say so obehwe no waboa o na wo so wo ho atumi ato doc ma ye hwa de prempre ya ye ka say challenge problems be ne gu anima ese ohwe na wo solve
prempre ya ka say me school ba ko bi so o mekukrom
wo hefa
and only western north
okay
and also no omusi building the corner no musi awie
okay
ba na ka windows ne doors ne plus no nkro no ba no no also no dada me call so me boa o ma omusika a so che me san ko ho challenges ne de eye me dadwene pa ye de wo hospitals no
okay and as a hospitals nya ba ko pa
da bi nya ba ko eye ba basis
and $25,000
debi eye ba different basis na
betimi aye
na minti be ye enkwane enwo de peni hia
no wo ovimu
anya minti be ye enkwane enwo de pe eno ne challenge edanti na bia no aya na disi me man se mesre ankronkra ene mpanyimfo mo nsem obi no mo de even se ko no kwa na mso ombagime no mbayi masi nchen kra no obetena kunya so maboa nkofo na mepe on se charity ade a na first na Ghana for boa pa o but esini pa bonefo amye hu ni papa pante so bi obokọ akọje ade no ne de akogodi mpaase ode akotoka akasi bi atenam ode akosi dan kasi bi na ade no onye but ohwe yikeke dwumadi ayedi a ya yi book bi ade ebe ye bia na kire be bia ya ade no se ya akwa be se ya mpa ngudina ba bi se de nkofo kodina ba bi fika pe chano de akoji ye nya sa ade no bi da nti ye sire Ghana for se amomwa ye na ku ni ndimi obia meka ho bi ene nye sika nko na ye de ade obi okwa na adwene kura no de betimi de aba na create bibi ai this ka be boa foundation no na ye de aboa nkofo schools nde ye obebere this year obebere a ye ba beko ya printing book almost be 12,000 kura go a
we be che
ye de beko out
ene me wo school bi a sa school no enkwada ate form ne sua de
nyina nse obe my direction no na yakọ
what to desk mom
ye be suma ma ye operation director na akọhwe na ya waye o ma ye budget ne dia ma yen na ye tu ho ana mo ya ye ni abre se ye be bo ma na nya o ma no emmo aban
wo school da bi so a ebubu eno so
se bra ko hwe de coach abuba ya se chen de ebubu enso se o mo ye what ya say ye nya bibia mo because on ye pe aban ko anya aban nya aban eno moa otomo ma yensu yensum bi na yensu yemmo bi na mo abana ma oman no ye nwene ha ye what ya say ya anya ne sa intimi nye ye
ade asem na obeka kire enipa a ehwe yen sabre ade ba asa na beko no ade ba ko no se obi wo moa bi ode beboa charity foundations ibia said the kind no na be mu because of the obi ayenti obi na ye say what foundation purposely say what the pesca
yes enti emamete foundation me ye madwin say
o sha ase na wadwen mu no sa na na
me ye madwin say for the past 10 years woman me Nkosuo came through be order because impanyimfo say ayemfo na kire ne nto aso
okay
na mpese me ye ade na ma nipa ankasa hu no ma ba be boa ye ana nyame koma ko no ma ba boa ye because se Ghana han say wo ye bibi na nipa ehu a betima be dina studio na metwa picture na me de akoto abonte nkofo mom after that me ye bibi ya bi ma say wo ye ade na ma nkofo hu na nkofo na afiri opepem no me ye de o mba be boa
okay
it me imagine say me nsire obi ade da me ye na nkofo aba be bob e na ma ye abedu me nsire obi a wan city kurada
okay
me enne me first time as a me TV so me system nkofo so mo mo aye me nye bi da
onye bi da
adoya ya ye nyina obi a wan city nim
10 years mu
me nye bi da me nsire obi a bibi ada enne me first time me ka bi me nye bi da
Ghana mind awase to efutu a wode ma na afi no wode ona ma betu Ghana so obi wo ha wo mfrɛ
efutu ameti aya omunsusu ma ohaw no emwa ne nya mo nse haw no because is ohaw na doso enti mwa ne nya mo
okay
ense wo haw no ye be so obunya bata mwa no nya mo enti metu Ghana for say ene ye da TV station kakraka ya CTV kakraka ko Ghana fa na nyina ya mo hwe say omra musom no mo mwa ye stress ka for mo Ghana ha so mo meboa ye wonso munso eni nipa na ye na at the same time no so no wo mo bi abeso de boa ye nso a telephone number is 053 510 510 510 1110 yes ofre ya bejo so na mo bi abeso de boa nye sika nko sa atade o se mpabo se bag o e be free so be kan ku no kura nso a ye be kire bi ye wono abekan o ne nyina ya kekere
e na afa so bi wo house o betimi de ato
on fan tu enim na yebobo ne chese yebo wa yebo
meda wase ano
yes meda wase
good eti Dr. Evans Kofi Kwafo ono chief executive officer edema EKK Charity Foundation anopay wono ene ne na di nkomo no me pa cho nyameto nsem a ayaboa foforo wate na nipa embo we videos ene pictures ayi de kire o schools ahodo ena afi no ya pomudin nsem akwada hwe yare aye no Ibe jama newu da bi enjama newu entino pani etu sa na mawe ba bi adu no ma yen crossover pa kwesi PK wa krado on Fast Sports News and Famreal
Louis, Ola, Wegehe, Holiko, Preset, na Simpite.
Ebusia mede e de pa kwesi PK agudiem sembre na so se mede to adwumedi ni so na mede ema wo ye hyase na yemfemfi Inspector General of Police Dr. Ekufu Dampare enura on Ghana Football Association penfo Asia ye na omudi nkomo efa na esie wo instructor me akotoko ene instructor ma ekwakobobo na enam so ema kotoko fa pole eka nchirigu ye no enu amu hyaye na omudi nkomo ahodo na eno ena IGP ehye Ghana fo nyina abo so mobo homodi pia ahwehwe nsem no akwa pim ase ne fa no ho no ananias asem bebu abo no no Ghana mra ene ne ebedi.
We are not surprised. that people can come out and say that in Africa, if you take two countries and want to have a peaceful environment, Ghana is one. And then being compared to countries of a level that of their development over the years that we are not well close, we're able to say that our place has been safer than places like Canada. And yet, we are not satisfied with that because it is about Ghana and it's not about comparing ourselves to anybody. It's about making sure that every lives matter. And that is why we decided, as soon as the incident happened, we did the investigation thing, which is the normal thing we do. But we wanted also to add humanity to the way we do it. That's why quickly, when we settled in and we saw the dynamics of the issue, I quickly had to make a couple of calls and then spoke to a couple of the leadership, including my big brother, and conference calls to some of the leadership of the party, and letting you know that we are on the case and we do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of it.
Now we and some Inspector General.
Winneba Sports College is now in a very sorry state. Winneba Sports College is now in a very sorry state. We have about 4 football pitches there. Only one is still really available for use. The rest have been left to deteriorate. The management of the Sports College have begun something. When approved by this House, let we improve upon it as indicated, because our intentions is to turn it into a model university that can train coaches and other sports-related professionals as indicated in our manifesto. In 2016, we passed an act, and in that act is indicated clearly for us to have school sports development agency. And so we seriously going to run this in a much more serious and a coordinated manner. This time they do it biennially, and because of that, some people go through school without having the chance to practice their talent. That will stop because we're going to run it and run it a bit more seriously. I've engaged the Minister for Education, and we would make sure that together the National Sports Authority and Ghana Education Service will collaborate to see to it that school sports improve.
Sports and recreation, Okrah Kofi Adams. Also, Nyame na doma. Adeba ko ne ne e ko ho pa e school sports and after Winneba Sports College no. Ababa no modi na 8 na enkopemu ewa amana nenra e na EFL Cup game ba ko eto ya semi final second leg eto ya na e game Newcastle United and Arsenal and the Bueni was St. James's Park. The Banny no now Newcastle share Camino Emma Arsenal went to me and on aggregate in Newcastle every 4-0 Mukopimu the finals of the EFL Cup. Now manager Emma Newcastle United Bubu Kono Eddie Howe or say good performance and then Brantiano and no model the was St. James's Park.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. I thought it was always going to be a difficult game because well, you know, such a gap between the ties. I think that's unique in itself, and we had a long time to sit on our 2-0 lead and to think about how we were going to approach the second leg. In the end, all the thinking's redundant, really. We were always going to play the same way and try to execute how we want to play the game. And I thought the players did that really well because we were brave, aggressive, everything that we want to be, and definitely the final message to the players really is to try and attack and be ourselves. We have been in those 2 league games, really, really good energy. Of course, bouncing off the crowd who were magnificent for us. So really good performance.
Eddie Howe, yeah, Emma Newcastle United. Yami ya domandance no EFL Cup game back we bituja. I just said Tottenham Hotspur. Omuni Liverpool and a boy or Anfield national so. The first leg no Tottenham Hotspur FA Cup back with Liverpool.
No, I don't.
Anna Slot, manager Emma Liverpool because they couldn't be as no. I was saying no Omudin Kunim over Tottenham Hotspur.
I think I have to prepare them differently than to any other game because from now until the end and that's been already the whole season. And I think as long as Liverpool exists, if you play in this shirt, you need to win the game. That's for tomorrow, that's for Sunday, that's for Wednesday afterwards, and the game after that. So even if we go 1-0 down in the league or whatever tournament we are in, we try and want to win the game. That's also what we tried in the away game against Tottenham. I think we were quite close to get a result over there till the last few seconds. We were down to 10 and conceded a goal. Yeah, there's nothing changes for this game compared to all the others. If you wear this shirt, if you go out at Anfield, there's only one thing that is expected of you, and that's winning the game. Thank you.
Slot manager Emma Liverpool Bobo Kunyami at 8 p.m. Anfield, Omni Tottenham Hotspurs and the airball the semi-final of the EFL Cup. Edia Mejiso Air Park with CPK.
And now could be Shohema and as in Dogassi, this is the platform for you. CTV Adaroma, the Mushi program neighbor, family and friends reunion. Join me, Dr. Kofi Annan, on Family and Friends Reunion as we share memories and experiences in life, only on CTV, Ghana's #1.
1:00 p.m. Yenemo ebeche eye enkwaje asamti framadamfo na frawunia frobi biara wonem no kaise evangelist pemuka aba yebeche enkwaje asam nyame nhira mo omamunye kese omamunyina mu firi adomu enko adomu ye wonya kopon nhira nyina amen.
So we'll go so near say I was CTV live or my Ghana Nkosuo ne Nkosuo ayede ma ya won komo ba ko bi o hwa ye betie free hotel wansa na bedwafo atena say am ye de nkomo aka no ato so anopai ya chance na ye di SIC eho enkomo se mapanyin John Dramani Mahama wayi ne na musine fofora wo se okotoa adwuma no so na o hye se ICIC no ebetimi atumpon maame ba akona former MD na anase CEO ho Ekufuado ede no kwatena ho no se on hand over and the office no o se on bie ne mbie ochena and what to key ede ahye ne bottom ne se ansampo na abewuram ye de fingerprint ne wuram enti so wono mabie ya na chese office no nya de obibenya kwan no wawuram na be de maka ne de maka so pani gidigidi ede be ma ne gidigidi and I say wono mom se okwa court ai Onumbomu akde eye James.
I don't know if he said in the Japadia.
No, him say in the family property.
I don't know if he said my penny for the Japadia or the man say Jenna Hesso.
Eti what the James Ajani Boatia wa ye new CY de na kohono any SIC ni nyina e de court. Ni ref say no bi wo ho ene ye pam no buy. Na ni pakro na ye pam no koye no.
Ono so the court nka wo ba beto
ye. What dia wo bibi be kokoboa. Na the baby bode what? The baby be the bode what you say? Eti Smith fa you court suit no to TV no so no bia ehwe bi ne ehu de ekoso ye ne lawyer fo awaben ebedi nkomanti mo amhwe ye e wo TV no so ne mo amwo Facebook no me pa cho court nkrata no e na ye de ato so no se zaman nkrata ne de ye wo se ne ye ken no ene se de eja enti eno ase mame kwa oma no so na me ne lawyer Paul Kumi enkodi enkomo e constitutional lawyer wa ben e wo mramu pa lawyer good morning.
Good morning.
Pacho bokode e
Amada me we
ye da nyame ase me da senso ne wada gya no pe wanya mayen wada roma te ufaye fa emranim se o ma panyi ye to aba na aban esesa said ya ye hu no dada no se enwuma ku ahodo e ye oman ne de no ma panyi no e paw enkrofo foforo e ma wo mo ekwohwe adwuma no so se be ye ono ne ideas o wo no wo metimi akọ supervise ya me na bam eti wo hu se handing over se ne ade ekoso currently the akoso e wo SIC former CEO no e de new CEO any SIC na court no emre mu dan na eka
you they are honest obi a o appoint you no ono so o won kan say at any time biano based on a certain agreed method and means of terminating your appointment and this is obetimi aye in the years we will be talking about ABA MPP administration and I appoint to OBP and NDC administration ABI ebe appoint to be for na the order that no ABI I can say on baby entrance but the same government na and I can what's up and yes the government and administration na I take care of the present government or who can say we are human man in a particular position now or better they accepted or they agreed method so the friends ama we human now we opportunity about a year now you will be I can say contract for employment a year contract for service yes obi eji we you mu se be eji ma no yes be wa pasa akwa every bia no obetumi asori ya no aka say o mpeto be eji ma no proper citizenship to aso ye ejuma no it you know just as the patrono or the government and that's all the SIC area for court me who the basis of me pleadings no here but pleadings no area in respect of the manner SSA ABI Paso Eddie Eginifi Nejubamu and not either Yindi then that will be okay. But or can't say to me Yindi if you in dinner or they are buying an SIC their court there, then that one will be a bit of a challenge to him. I know, sir, in a way, no, or back can be baby and that she's supposed to be giving a certain length of time. And sana ABA wakona humi jemo and that's ABA I can say open say uja ejumano my ABA 1 month notice and I say a person who is uja ejumano so I remember ABA 1 month notice ABA no na yeah so that is what you can send the SIC to court for. Two, I don't see why he should send the new and I say the acting SIC manager to court because on an appointee is somebody who is saying he should come and replace her. Into me who how that person also becomes part of a race now. If it is the appointing authority which is doing something which you would think legally and by labor practice wrong. Omo na odi court. But the Pakona more appointing, obviously you cannot send that person to court. But I thought you could do so for effect if you any Pakona so as that act in a certain way a rival or no authority or no consider say a money yet the SIC CEO. You know, we will see how that issue will pan out. But the point again is that once you are appointed by the government, you can also be removed by government. But of course, we have to follow the certain procedure. I know of a certain Supreme Court decision. I can say, for some of these government agencies and institutions, their CEOs and others, don't lose their work automatically with a change of government. That is what has come up. But it doesn't mean that if you are a chief executive of a particular state institution, you cannot be changed. So that is the distinction between the two. Personally, this is CEO, you may be one. Because you might have been appointed by a government, when there is a change of that government, you automatically also lose your position. But in this particular one, it is not the automatic loss of any position, but it is more of that person having been told that he should probably give way to another person to take up the particular work.
Okay. Lawyer Patron Kabasa Mekai, Nyama, or person court, ni Yamano, no, Naka, which says Mukakra. Wadaroma until I see take patro rates no there was so bad person can free the first paragraph no or take notice that this honorable court shall be moved by Ye and Poku Esquire, counsel for and on behalf of the plaintiff or applicant herein praying this honorable court for an order restraining the defendants or respondents herein as follows. A. Or second defendant from acting or purporting to act as the managing director of the first defendant or respondent. B. Defendant or respondent from describing or holding second defendant or respondent out as the managing director of the first defendant or respondent. Inti patro niya wakata no so eno A and B no actually saying.
There was some small distortion.
I say second defendants from acting or purporting to act as the managing director of the first defendant or respondents.
Okay, so near all can any say near all court is a court by the mano. Say nipa no ya pano se omra me axe ana se offer kwen bi aso a be kire mpo se oye adwuma se my director no ono extra court no se beside pa pro no any SIC onu nyina no yen fata bo nto omo so omuntumi enye se adwuma no se omuntumi enfamra ensho mu nsemu omoma side pa pro no emeye adwuma you.
Okay. And on the B, so I see defendants or respondents from describing or holding second defendants and respondents out as the managing director of the first defendants and respondents.
Yes. So what is happening is that if a corner or cohono, ma young green say, if a corner or a managing director. I will say you anymore.
Okay.
It's an no everyone wants to honor a managing director or India just will be for fra on no a bear say yeah pray say wine any managing director no I don't know or catch a court in the court to know Emma and Shano and Bambra.
It's a lawyer, I don't remember when Susan Swaban and what were Jumano so.
I don't know, say we know an interlocutory injunction and an or seek and say Abia we need relief now or receipt. I hope you understand me.
Me patcho me pese me share notice of motion application for order. And patcho ye no a.
So that is what they are seeking until say case to the baby, you know. Me money patron no maybe be a or no managing director and not also the managing director. That's some organization say or they are some no idea court. Until say court every you know. Taboa or they to the patron no.
Okay. Enti we lawyer wadaro ma wasa court no tena se no magia tuma nsa na ye adwuma ana wade ko ye ya rate ya ba abonti na se ye adwuma ano no
or they call ye no ye wo say you know emremu ni ye.
Okay.
Idi kan say or this as we akwa to court na ni mo no I say who bia wo asa ni mu no wo ja bibia wo ye ekwa pem say court no e dey satabo no e beto so e bi mo so akire say adwen a ono wanya any adesede a odi akwa to court no anima no nti until say court no e be kan say e ba pro no mo nye nia ono kan say court enye ba ma no e ba pro be tia to aso aye na adwuma amo mpempi no nia yen lawyer for no e tufu e won ne say it is your friends a notice of interlocutory injunction no na say yes on you are a better say over train oye bibia until say interlocutory injunction no court no a determination on it. The other point in this the fact is that why yes application and automatically you will get it.
Okay.
Court no a consider you may be brave say we say wo can say ma ye ma ubia nyina say ono be acting managing director and na say obe post as managing director no omo a we adwuma ne dia ma omo no say onye o managing director dio enti wo dimi for so ho enye adwuma no ho wo say ni omo de ne ba so be hwe no ono so me ye ma no kwa ma ne ko ye adwuma enti no what did you mean is that the work at SIC will come to a halt because you will not be allowed to act as the managing director. And you are also saying that the new managing director now, Obaapa, is my man of quite money here, Juma. So the court will look at what we call the balance of convenience. Once somebody, there was a court in the court to Mahokwanya, and it is also bank and a Bema SIC4.
Okay.
It is a court to Nyan Semomus and Susan every day SIC no. A Bemo Jumano Moyeno, Oyene, and now say, difficulty be more. Of course, the court will refuse a friend saying, "Sa yina wokano." 2, the ebase ompomo yese jumano. That wuni pakrona wokan say yema sa a friend saying injunction no compensation ebeye enough. Me pa say ayi bibia wompe na mo be this can part be edi ama oyaw ana say ni awosi anko yi afa ma no. You make me the sika at the apatawa and so they always say yen for mauno. Cotton is so area. It's in a way there, main person may boo we want a lawyer no deny some their back of the court. In the argument down, no a bailey be our court on ma, or maybe a convincing court to know why the court will have to present grant that application.
Okay. Now, lawyer, me say me besa say we na more money ka, but as in chechemu a odi amaye no kra no, ama na kwesi wo say court no ya say de wo ye no, ana de wo hwehwe no bebo oban ne ka, na say no ebetimi aha adwen enya de court no be gi atum. E me say lawyer free ahoma so but me say ye pese yeti ni nyina e na lawyer ode amaye no me sha se anope on that particular story e wo campaign segment no so no me catch we say President Akufo-Addo, former President Akufo-Addo and the bow would no ma appointment letter and I would koye and it is a president for ba no ohwe ontimi ni munya adwuma enya by force say yamawa appointment e was said you no aba no so beto so there bi enya adwuma saa eti mo ka kira maame na ono na ni abre na afa dia watam asem no de kwakwoto no se asem bi wo ho no mo a Waka sakura to me di for one son wako.
Ya Adehyeeba Kofi say we akwa say ye to abana Dr. Mahmoud Bawumi I consider defeat. Na James assistant na obebobo aba.
Eno ano no.
Ebi nie.
Ebi ani.
Oh onipa appointed wo no. Ono agasa no. What one more ye dey. Enye wadwapade o. Eyoma na dwapade. Amamwo ye ntoaso adwuma nti ene uni ho no ma. Eso foforo ba na oba betoaso. Ora James agye no buati metie ni interview bi a wo ye. Wo say time okọ ye na okwa introduce ne ho kura de a kire omo no. Maame na nkọ.
Na se wamba o.
The hand over note onyeye. Ama waka shenaka say wo no kura na raise concerns na de nti na maame waka say ye yi umu. Wo say wonye. Ebasa oman no na ye bodo fom. E na lawyer ne kan ye no.
Information kakra me won say won say ukọ under the CEO no structure no ye won panyimfo a wo so report direct to the CEO.
Yeah, to the CEO.
Aha. Some panyimfo no mo report direct to the CEO ni nyina ye MPP for no mo.
It's a political appointment in the Domakugu.
Nti wo mo no mani abre no mo hye lady no kutupa.
Semenko.
Yes, because wo mo nim so obe hand over.
Yeah, almost like some Kofi. And wo me Kofi.
Nti wo mo na haja case.
And wo me Kofi. Isa say Ghana sa de ase ye tirimu na bedu pempeso edri. And wo me Kofi. Enti na lawyer kan ye no. Ye nya ma court no. Na me yeso say court so asem wo me che ho. Omo nche ho.
Wa mo che ho me say ye be kwa kobie. Ye be kwa kobie because so mo che ho. Mo say SIC. And the SIC near nyina come enterprise insurance.
Eti edi na woman all hiding here. On person be hand over.
Exactly the point.
And then all hiding any two person be hand over.
Why say asset?
You me wan ye wie. Yo.
Womaton SIC asset.
Ora team mate. Ora mate.
Mo ka sa agro ne ani mu bedi wo.
Ye ni bra bri kurum harmo no.
Ye ni mu we business as usual.
Dabi.
Akufo do buy me sisa SIC boss no ho no. Na do ensu in.
Yes.
Odru office ne kwaya no na nipa bi elu kira ho twe no. Asem a maka cha ne say incoming finance minister.
Na ye
Kenoforiata say omo no mo ba be ye.
No ni mi ni obeye. Na enterprise insurance ye hwan ya.
Enya
Kenoforiata dia. And on my good state insurance company no ya be gu no na ya ba be gu na wie nso a wa wo ye CEO na da no ko na foforo mra wo se menko
na obi ankwa aka ba
ya say honorable James Ajenu Buate ojo sa
nya mere o
obi so mere sa
ye di a me fa no ayo anya mere o
ni padi ndi e fa ndi agro
gu na chi na ye mere
ye nya mere kura
wo hwe ye ya ye di James Ajenu Buate ya chi no na hwe ye suban a o so wo so no okita be times 10
share
na oye din ye nkyere se bia o mere what you say na nipadidi for no strike back a ade
obeye no e chi wa oye keke wa be keke ne say wa ye mo bia hu say ade we na aba beye na nipadidi no o pra
we ya haya ho what you say ya haya ho ya ma no some days so na ni abre no nam court adwuma no so de be koso enti so pompo office no ye be kwa akobie ye be ye adwuma o ka sa agro ne ba be di se dem
Ghana ne ye be sum no
kuro no ka sa sa ne ye ba be
Ghana ne ye be sum no ye me sum individual e wo kurum harmo into minor dwapade no ye bo ho ban hwe ba bia na ma
dia mention abaye yase ne say wo mu MPP fo na mu kura wo mu tie ba mu no mu timi yi obi na wo mu akasa kura party fo so wo mu pɛ no
ma ko pam wo mafiri wo no
na ka pesa wo na wo ye MPP ni a MPP akọ opposition wo na appoint wo what are you doing there
Ora James Ajenu Buate wadwuma no beye dia yirenchi wontimi yentumi wontumi ya he kwa wadwuma
me pa che o na adwuma no Akufo do na appoint na say one appoint
James Ajenu Buate
ya bi me ka ababa
Akufo adoa
na Akufo do appoint no no we
aban na kasa mko
o kasi ya bi agro
star 413 hash star 413 hash star 413 hash star 413 hash option 4 select CTV by star 413 hash star 413 hash option 4 select CTV my what select CTV my me ba so press 1 you 5 Ghana cedis 2 I 10 Ghana cedis 3 15 cedis where cash flow sika cash flow me ba to utwa bia wo bedi ene emfa di agro ene sky de mama fo okruma no enya asam ketwa eye show we so nkwara obenya star 413 hash star 413 hash option 4 now we select CTV star 413 hash star 413 hash option 4 select CTV for my select CTV fama ye ene ye mauska ye mauska anye ye kura no betimi enam ye sa na nanan o man feed if you betimi nya bi de atua utility bills and then prepaid oto ya hwim na ekọ ye boa mo anya bi ye boa mo anya na obo afu on pese da no te ya de test me say prepaid asa
esa no yam do hwim
star 413 hash star 413 hash option 4 now was select CTV eye cash flow sikanbe flow cash flow sikanbe flow star 413 hash option 4 select CTV for me but you mean come ukra 100 cedis and funny yanto yere kakra 55 cedis 55 cedis aha o person try 10 cedis ukra be 3 bi no watwe e kakra no watwa e bia 55 cedis be 20 Ghana 4 no na de gum ube wini ube yeska star 413 hash option 4 select CTV na for me na pay you heard about first winner na pay yes yanko kwa first winner na pay ya de obetwa woni was say odi asempetwa sisi odi asempetwa 200 Ghana wasani amame odi wa yade odi asempa wa yade
ade amoye ne nye
ade so your body ye mema na person dey yepe
ade na sinka ladies first
there be I had the ladies first there be aha sap me no platform we so ladies first here there be
eh Ghana for mo wa de amoye be si we no sa no na say eh 2 against 1
yes
but enye hwe nyame ne hene
I say Ghana for bo no matwa bi ama so matwa bi ama dia
there so there be na say de obedi bia na me na adi
into ma kakra
boys in afrim
wo be yi afrim
oh yes because my won mu
tumeti ahwe ye ni mo say mu yi afrim
yes ye be yi afrim say na wotumi hwe manim ka say mu pese medi bi no
sesika no so ye ne ye beche
na manum de anya
ah wonum de ye de bo wonum de ye de say say
sesmeti na num nya ne de
aha
ene ti na do weekend afra na unya no
asemi ni wakokai
wo fred weekend a unya no
no senka me yenka o ena anadwo so frɛ na onfa anadwo o frɛ na onfa if it is 7 going no fresh mate hwe
ya brabo de obra yi bobi o
bobi pa
o bobi una ni obra na valentine na fana me so de valentine ya de
afie kura valentine kura ma smith inti emma smith inti emma so star 413 hash na wa select say 4 ya di amaye na option 4 no CTV option 4 ya CTV me ba to try 55 cities fagu maye we cash flow money na flow
mo
se opete ye ro ni ehwe de obewini mo ba to so ni enko innocent aba yes
ana smith mpese oberu draw no
oberu
Davis na chasho
oberu ene so oba na be first winner ene oba na be first say me ka che oba na be first winner star 413 hash star 413 hash star 413 hash star 413 hash option 4 select my CTV select CTV for my yanko twagum 55 cities obi entwa
we MTN mobile money ubetimi de
twa and
a telecell ukita telecell mobile money ubetimi de twa
na unim say drivers be the one ma omadi omka we na sales
and
omadi
and omo fa 5 cities ntwa
never chabi
never
ebi a we sales 500 Ghana fato pressure so we ya bonus kora ana so obi bo be sia no didi 9000
asem gwe no wakọ
9000 obo be sia
obetimi ji quick loan no de twa cash flow
winning 9000 Ghana cedis na da obetimi active na de twa aha me ba unya 18 years and to be 18 years and above star 413 hash option 4 now was selected CTV option 4 selected CTV press 1 you till 5 Ghana cedis 2 10 Ghana cedis 3 15 cedis me ba usika sama ho de cedis city and fato na ye nu hwa moda wani mu ngu ase da ifi ha ubedi cash flow ya se utwa ko ade a kasa na smith sere utwa ko ade a that's metis
adwene woni tirim ye different
it sounds on na
say na adwene ye different na me so madwene ye
so adwene ye different
me adwene ye sika
wo de ase wanum na ye ode
memanum
okay
e no no so no
ne search ye ne de
ye ne search
na re fa
ana usuru
ne
na ya kwesi akwa beka so obi ko she table ase ya
obi hwe
dafia mapo baby
sana dafia mapo efere nti wase obi ebia ne baby
ya asemu edio
star 413 has star 413 has option 4 no select CTV no pacho sigaru twagum cash flow besikani nsu ma nyafo mani nsu and out of pay mani nsu
na also phone so ba
no
yeah boy homode na ya twen say cash flow no ye be ro but ye twen kakra obi si afa no wo twen si ye nya ti o de ye be twen na mesre mu a so bi wo kasa kire bi a on kasa nkire ababa wa na wo SIC no say ye den ya na ye be ya na aye no
de be sia na asie no
cha ye ho abaye ba innocent abadada ye be hye ye nkomo na se listo bo nam kwan so na yetimi edin nkomo na hye so mpa cho star 413 hash option 4 ye ba sisia
Evergreen memories. Wow. We kind those days in front of him. Abra back for now parenting edi ono enkwada eba. We did one corner na me put some say. Ana ebi but anche. We bonded as colleagues at the dining hall, the dormitories, classrooms. It's just say me na kan ye bomo prekope. But the question is, and now we hey, now squad you are here. Or like you Floozy. Any boys in here? Where you stay? You be a school, no? You are by the point. You be able to coin. You be able to go university. You be able to abroad 70. You have to retire to the villages. We are here to reunite you and ensure say in nano that you home come on. We can help each other. But before that, I mean, we saw open our call. Said Louis, Ola, Wegehi, Holiko, Preset, na St. Peter, and I'll call Bishop Herman, and I St. Augustine. This is the platform for you. Join me, Dr. Kofi Anna, on Family and Friends Reunion as we share memories and experiences in life. Only on CTV, Ghana's #1.
Ghana's #1.
It's party time on Modern Affair. Obaapa Yaa as I introduce to you Safari Zoom Flex live on Ghana's #1. With Zoom Flex, you can join the fun wherever you find yourself via Zoomer. Ella, don't shake the body. But it's Friday. Of course, time is 10 p.m. sharp on Ghana's #1 with the man them DJ Last Week Official. We say Obaapa Yaa.
Give me the vibe, give me the move, give me the vibe, give me the move, give me
CTV, Ghana's #1.
Apostle Francis Odro World Outreach Ministry akawo hu biom the School of Ministry anyame enam Apostle Francis Odro so nyame adon wo so ana wo da eso ene yisremu kire se nyame ato sa fraw amanyame adwuma ana mpo se wo nyame sumu dada nanso unim adom kura ewa wo so ane na akwanya beda ho ma wo se woni the School of Ministry ebesua de
enti wo ba chew na wo feeder operate.
School of Ministry bema abodin kratabiti say international certificate in ministry and international diploma in ministry.
Start the training now. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Davidson and Yabre, Mr. Moa cash flow no. Monyere Moho say Davidson and Yabro no super so DB. Smith so DB, but one day I need the film or Chasset Danya Manini. It's a star 413 hash option 4. Star 413 hash option 4. A 5 Ghana cedis pena we here. What MTN mobile money I bet to me the chat and our telecell money over to me at the chat to Michelle and then I no pay obi send me message say ya friend na mani abra me twa me de nti nya botre wa na wo se ye twa ne baako enti twa me mesro metwen wo bia nti the draw no munya botre mo fa nsi nchen kakra na ya friend na ye ni abra ye twa ne baako no ye twa ne fa ye number mpitim na ankoye te se ye sisi obi nti ye no a eno no mesro yiro ho a star 413 hash option 4 star 413 hash option 4 cha ubedi I'm sure innocent social commentator obi say onye innocent or very innocent analysis no yema we are wa ba ka say ebre into oye innocent but very innocent I'm no be fine ye de nyame ase weekend no abesi sabre net say ya say me ni wo hia ye hia na dey go weekend
so far so good I think so we are monitoring space in the echo. There are a lot of activities happening at the same time. Ghana for share. Culture said the whole essence of doing what we do is to ensure that we rebuild and reposition Ghana. Ghana may be able to access any opportunities. Now what me maximizing the individual potentials. I want to be nipa or governance and politics, social, whatever, the whole essence is in the public media. And I think that is what we are poised to do. Unfortunately, no, no, been so to through a good. And I can say the Pamono in Yawa, you can't stop. Yes, it's the reason why I employ everybody, say, and get involved just to ensure, say, that be a bit pretty, say, the sentinels destined to protect the foundations of our democracy. Democracy, no, and yet those in power no more protect it. With the citizenry, because the power we wield and we hold, no, enormous and very overriding. Say we can change any government once we are convinced government is we are interested. So we have Kwanya Akufo-Addo say president or power. O can't fear unti. But Ghana for Kambo my kasi to know. You see the outcome. So it tells you the enormity of power with the citizens in the world. Unfortunately, in Africa, no, we don't see the essence. You the magnitude of that power. You some fast. So we end up selling it for petty stuff. But to me, through this education, the enormity of our political power and influence. Now, to me, use in a positive light. Trust me, nobody can come up and mess up.
All right, and see, and I know that the shall say they're free Parliament. Me assure them. From last week, a lot has happened. And Niema Bebriakoso from the Appointments Committee to the floor of Parliament. And Niema issues in there. The videos are there to show. Speaker Namwa wo 2 year baby Ayabedru kikani from the chaos to the suspension to the apology to lifting of suspension to Yahokoro Yense free. Akujeto Black one Sam George approve everything that has happened in Parliament. Good.
Yeah, I think it's quite interesting. But my man started from this note. You see, as I heard democracy in the I said dang and they see her. Institutions and the foundational way are so pillars. Democracy in so. But Ushe Markasiami and Sai the executive, the judiciary, and then the legislature. And Yahoo. Functions where it overlaps and those kind of stuff now the executive power, the judicial power, and then as a forum now over parliament and direct representatives of the people, because Ghana for parliament and there are selective few individuals to go there and represent our interest in this kind of way. So per institution back one reflected that particular way. Democracy now is supposed to reflect the aspirations of the people. It's supposed to be parliament, because I don't know directly a link to the people, because directly they are representing people. But in recent times, the respect Ghana for accommodating to parliament, very considerably, and I think that is very alarming. Yenina abaya subject ye ka ho asem. And in recent times me know we've seen some attempt parliamentarians a year to redeem and ensure the public will respect them. When the meaning say respect is a virtue we practice and we earn. You can't force people to respect you when you yourself don't respect yourself. And the Nkosuo at the inception of this 9th parliament, he clearly said, Nipa no mugu parliament, and they don't deserve to be respected. It's the reason why so much pace when Omodrage Oliver to go there and apologize to them. The first statement I made, and they said, they need to call Oliver back and apologize to him because they don't deserve the respect he rendered. Because this is a gentleman, you hold him before you, also denigrate you, disrespect you. The following day, you sit on TV, you denigrate others, embarrass yourself, embarrass the very people you represent, you disgrace yourself on national TV. So at the end of the day, what is the import of that apology not rendered? You don't even deserve it. And the Omoye, I think that is so childish, so infantile, so disrespectful, disrespectful to the people of this country to the extent say the so-called apology they rendered isn't enough, because it is about the conduct of some individuals within the house not taking a certain intransigent position and posture, thinking so once we are part of this particular thing, our presence must be felt, and we will do whatever within our power to ensure that we stop the whole process. Because I am convinced that the whole essence of this vetting process is to ensure that we assess the capacity and the capability of individuals at Amobe Hodu ministry. There is a platform for you to interrogate the person to know, say, it is not a platform for vengeance. It is not a platform where you think, oh, no, we say, it's not a revenge theater where you go on people and say this. But what has unfolded in Parliament now? Clearly, you could see the whole motive isn't about interrogate to know whether the capabilities of the person or not. It is about going after some individuals because of some comments they've made in the past. And Afenyo Marking, for instance, so had the conduct, the posture, the tone, the disrespectful nature, sometimes the immaturity in his tone. What's in China? You ask yourself, really, these people are really parliamentarians representing our interests, and these people want us to respect them because, yes, respect, you need to live and earn it. There was something happened, and he was talking to the clerk of parliament. We all saw in TV the way he spoke to the clerk. Clerk near worker within the household. So parliamentary setup, the person is part of it. I'm told the person is even a woman.
A woman, married woman.
Good. Look at the way that gentleman disrespected that woman, spoke to her, and the way or reacted in public. You did this thing to somebody's, your friend is your colleague, and you turn around and you expect people to respect you. In the first place, how do you expect people to respect you? And beside that, there are a series of engagements. For instance, Okujato issues your more so we take comments in some just trying to create certain impression. This aura whole thing, I don't know why he's taking this aura thing so personal to the stand. Say, as a YBB, and they are going after him. This whole essence of this aura thing is to help all of us to battle issues of corruption. Sabaya corruption, abaya cancer. It's deep into the fabrics of our society, and it is because of your friend saying this same corruption. And some people are taking responsibility to ensure that you should be you should be commending them. This is not no time for you to be setting a war path or a war stage because you will not pass the person. But the question is, how relevant is your past? Because the minority any power to you can't stop anyone from becoming a minister, because I told you they said in it will go to the floor, it will go to a vote, and you don't have the numbers to stop anything. So
I wonder why they were preaching for secret voting.
Yeah, so you see, all these things are just childish display of your friends saying that kind of, I don't know, bravado, you think that we have power, we just want people to see us. But the beer I've been preaching, so where we are, the stage are quite different. You might have done it in the past. In the past, it could have been this back and forth between the NDC and NPP. We are friends, this. But and politics not taking a certain dimension altogether, a shifting into a certain paradigm, Ghana for are beginning to renew their interest. Sure. People are following, so they want things to happen in a way that reflects that particular respect. You know, the demeanor, the tone, the language of parliamentarians, so-called honorables, you know, need to reflect that particular hope and aspirations are the people of this country. But consistently, you know, that is not what we are seeing. That is why the integrity of Parliament will continue to dip, and it will continue to dip. And until say, make a conscious effort to rebuild the rotten and the tattered image of Parliament. You know, trust me, nobody is going to accord them any respect. So this so-called, we are hauling people before the Privileges Committee, and it's a contempt power they are going to abuse. Because that is the thing. So when the lady appeared in Parliament as a guest, head castle or no be in a banter on a side show. It wasn't even part of the main procedure. Another prayer was calling said that woman should be cited for contempt. When the another prayer on one case no contempt. So what moral locus the conduct or the post elections I contempt in description. So you don't have any power or authority say you're citing or for contempt because and then when I woe to me that privilege power now you're abusing it, you understand? And you know, Ghana for move. So it is a wake-up call to them. Ghana for the responsibilities are shown because the scars of the 8th Parliament, you know, is still back on it. Yeah, bonipa tu, ye kunipa. First, the police soldier for yebi. Sir, you deny amount for representation for 4 solid good years. Parliament was so important to the stance that they couldn't act in the face of this grave injustice being done to the people of this country. Nema a border on the welfare of the people. They never spoke anything about it. I know that they now buy a theater for partisan engagement. NDC MPP, yes, I say Mununane ya Soroko. Am I a Tana Kroma? So Ghana for need us only hope, no respect, or more the institution Parliament and deputy a conform. So this is the time for them to use this 9th Parliament to rebuild that image. But you have people who go there and then they speak childishly, just speak anyhow, disrespecting the people, just talking anyhow because of things he's an MP. The guy made an attempt to go and justify why he has made so much wealth and as for at the age of 21 or not to when there is not even a single proof to that effect. Because you need to provide documents and other stuff that justify indeed say now radio so can say they say he who comes into equity must come with clean hands. This you are not clean. So this arrogant posture more exhibited on TV, those kind of way, it is and serve their interest. And I'm sure said they've not even realized that this is a political party, the MPP, that went into elections and suffered such a humiliating defeat. Yeah. Arrogance I play integral part. So you expected these people will be a reasonable men of conviction, do sober reflection, sit down and realize these are some of the things that will lose elections. So going forward, you put Nema in order. I generate certain interests. We are Ghana for in a different way because we MPP. Okay, MPP as some in general public among free off so that's the reaction. So as leaders, you should be sensible enough to know say this is the time for us to change our tone, our language, our demeanor, and then speak in the way be able to draw people back to the party because we need the MPP as a force. Your democracy as a force. But if this is the language, the tone, and the manner they are going to act, trust me, nobody will take them serious. And then back to Speaker of Parliament with this, your friend is saying suspension and co. Me, to be very honest with you, when I saw the suspension, I was so much disappointed in the Speaker. Yes, because I wasn't expecting say Obaapa TV selecting Nipa for say your friends must suspend them because I have video now and it couldn't be enough. Nipa 4 wasn't enough. Yes. So the question is the methodology ben or employ or the selected that particular for and your friends a cage in a yawada teacher nearby class ya hunipa mona mokasa then without any check we be anima yimo no
we be no be so who
exactly go be how on pier table but no num kasa na trigger that particular thing you understand exactly. So you can't just watch TV and say mahunipa for no sa never no and I think say he overreacted. So why rescinded that particular decision if they vote one kasa because it was a wrong decision, a wrong move that he took. I was expecting say at the preliminary, that's like they are doing. You do your own investigation that they are doing because all punish you will be and some why investigation and then at the end of the day no, you give people room to speculate. Says then so when you investigation they be in a wujina so what they suspended those 4 people. Sure. So I was expecting say obey our investigation we na outcome no ye jina so na ya punish obi. And one thing I think say adi enya Okroma has to do with the fact say obedience hunu na ya kojina ho ya pachawo then na yanko ya sa niema ya manfo ye our parliament ya hu ye if people are going to get away with it because so sa sanction or the buy na ono left no e kire say this investigation the outcome no will be or will have no consequences. It will be inconsequential because nipa na yebe so mo na ye at gate awona say no eventually no they will almost they will be forgiven. Exactly. That is the sick culture we have created in this country. Emma ye bresa the yesi bray. Like I'm saying, institutions need to be very effective. We need to make sure say niema na ye ni ye se be ye na ho amanipa hu because niema amanfo ada na di wo TV so na se ebu Ghana for bebre abam. Yet we live in a country where a man for interest in democracy already know we need a conform. So this is the time for us to ensure that we rebuild public trust. Sabaya man for benya hoto so Ghana your democracy and institutions are very effective. You can rely on them. But we've gotten to a point where you can't rely on any of these institutions, even the sensitive ones. Yeah. Because executive at some point in time, and then look at our judiciary today. People are calling and say it's one of the institutions that we need to sanitize because the element and some individuals who are smuggling in, they don't engender public trust and confidence. Sure. But these are institutions that Ghana for, and then Parliament has joined that particular team. So I know the day. We are going to now to a near institutions na where critical and sensitive decisions are emanating from. No, there is none you can lay finger on and say, I have absolute and unwavering trust in this state institution. I know that it's problematic for all of us. Yeah. It's the reason why I am incumbent on us. Say, jokes, comedy, we need to flash those things out. And those display of political immaturity, arrogance, na boyhood arrogance na. Among folk in Parliament, or person yema who's a menso me wa happy no. Because how far when your market now for ayaraga jinanas or kasa, you see maturity, you see some intelligence and some smartness. He speaks with with respect. Unlike his counterpart, anytime we be na nubiano. What's in China because you know, sir, and I wonder why MPP as a political party at this time will allow that particular gentleman to be their leader because he doesn't know how to talk. He's so disrespectful and so arrogant to the stand. If this is the manner they are going to live in that particular parliament, I'm not sure it will augur well with them. They are lucky that the NDC is very accommodative because I'm not sure, sir, they are giving them too much space to be doing things that they are doing. Because Abra Kenoforia Tadan as for we didn't see a situation where NDC washing the hands from approval. So when your power, how I use power. And I think that is a lesson to the NDC said. Sir, we have opportunity and as a winner when any pair Kenyans assumption you need to listen. Because when they got similar opportunity, some of us were on TV say, can no foreta and co no and deserve to be given a pass. But no the day you went there and you passed all of them. And now who individuals okuja to ne crime away in answer of fighting corruption. Some George in a crime away in answer or Canadian or criticizing. Yes. And these people were forcing him to apologize to President Akufo-Addo. But when Ken Oforeta the omoye they were immeasurable. I will come as a but you sat there and you approved them. So I think it's a lesson to them going forward in the politics. My culture say, and yeah, sorry. And you must go there, your convictions intact. You believe in what you're doing, you execute it with perfection and with finesse. That's exactly what these people are doing. Teaching you, say, we need power now, the bidding class. They use power. When Akufo-Addo came to power, that is what he taught the people. Or Ghana for how to use power. And there will be who the signs out there. And that's exactly what Afenyo Markin and Co are doing there. So it's a lesson. We need power now since
na would be jim near Maswa or Tambeso because 4 years and ya quantity. So what you want to go as well 4 years who are trust me, I could follow nobody 8 years no court if you that's why we 4 years. It's just around the corner. So people should begin to use this power wisely. Sebaya Nema, ebe you know to the benefit of Ghanaians, you know, and ebe pursue, but you don't sit there and allow some of these things to happen when you have power and the way to override some of them and let it go. And media that is cast. Yeah, Parliament are losing integrity. The dignity of Parliament is in the gutters. And until say to redeem that particular image, you know, I've listened to the Speaker of Parliament say they cannot force people to respect them. If there is any respect, they need to respect themselves first. And I can see here and boldly and confidently tell you, say, Parliament, most of the people they don't even respect themselves and they don't even deserve the perfect honorable. It is abuse of that particular word. I hear you so because the life they live, the conduct, the way they speak. Afenyoman can stand in Parliament, throw his hands like this, like a child at original classroom asebi. But this is a parliamentarian. Look at the way a manner he's throwing his hands out there. Speaking to his colleagues, speaking to people.
Part of those that was suspended.
Yes. And the speaker will just overlook some of these individuals and go and suspend other people. Other people will not even take you serious. So I think the Parliament and Kasanu need to purge itself. And we, the citizens, you know, so going forward, you know, we need to look at people we give power to. Because over the years, you know, I'm not sure, sir, Nema Boya, this cheap politics are so easy for some individuals to get into political prominence because and then we've monetized the entire political space. Any idiot at all with money can go to Parliament. Once you have cash, it's just a matter of buying few delegates, get your way in, and you go to Parliament. So at the end of the day, the benefit that people are supposed to get, you know, they will not get. And some people feel that their position is so secure to the extent that whatever happens, you know, they will get in. It's the reason why you see some of these things. So when they go, they don't respect you and I. They don't regard me. They do whatever that they want to do. Yeah. And it's the reason why we are still here. So we, the citizens, it's a wake-up call for us. Going forward, you know, we need to put sensible people in power. Not people who are full of themselves, people who are arrogant, people who don't even respect themselves and are trying to respect the people of this country. They will go and show remorse and then work and serve the interest of the people of this country. We are sick and tired of some of this nonsense. We wake up on TV and you see so-called honorable people displaying such childish, throwing those tantrums all over the place. I know the day, you know, and you'll be Otigan and you. People are very, 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 very sensible, watching everything that is happening in the space. So you can't get power and be using it the way and manner they are doing. I think that is so embarrassing. They need to apologize to the people of this country. Going forward, they say at least Ghana also deserves some level of respect, not this thing that we see on TV.
All right, innocent submission on Parliament issues. No. Paulata was say, "Yeah, love your boldness, stay focused." Nyame onshira that's Solomon Dazi was say, "Good morning, yeah. I'm watching you from Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much." Anthony Safari was say, "My dear, I like your program. God bless you. Thank you very much." Suleimana Balabe, Yasemo. Forgive me if I don't mention your name correct. Good morning, was well done. I'm listening to you live. George Kofi was here. How long should it take that woman to hand over to the new boss? That's a shame. Godfred Kwashi was say, good morning, lovely people of Ghana. I'm doing the listening of UAE. Okay, yeah, that was it. Papa slide great. Or say, after making the humble lion promise on his honor, he will talk through. Was it then? Sisifia 38.2 micro minority under pressure. Mia Sly Kwabenya Greater Okrah and Odehyeeba and others and adventures so macro Kumase or say fantastic. Good morning, yeah. Medase Papa slide the graphs or say good morning. Clement Sam or say I'm watching you live from Chifu Ninase. I think I got it correct. I say I'm watching you from London, Yami Onshaw, and Afe Noah Awudi, and also say, "Oh my, good morning." And I pay *413# *413# a cash flow. cash flow option 4 MTN mobile money and as a telecell cash obetimi etwa mesra enche obehunsi ye be chance ya bobo draw na 500 cedis ebetimi ya be go phone so na won so wetimi dia check o half a brale so atira sedada pacho good morning boko de na de ho afio o ho ya fe ba na ase de wakono as young boys style you know
send me a young man
na innocent so be ka say
oh many women na young
what do more per space no innocent mama man space wo
because say no say mabnu kwa mekobi
kwakora for so kwa mekobi
there be de men kan mo
ada na de o be so beti
there be ho de men kan
o mpe okay panyu for so kwa
so say no me say o nyine na a poor bow body means
so young.
I'm still
but yes, all right, so yes, free parliament. I think from last week I share, you know, MSS Adana Numerena and Yamania Ekoswa, Wamupeja table, the microphone to 2 years, suspension bomb, yes, ya copacho, ye suspension free ho, ye approve ministers, yes, ye mummy, you know, dear Yahoriansa, ye de Yankahu, Monsua Moniema. So all the Bruha had the Nkosuo parliaments.
Obaaya ma menchia ahwefo na memo abaso na menchia menua innocent. Na memo abaso biem. On say the bia me ka say ade bia ewodin no. I was say your money din no ejina brand. Me for some time now me who say ye will be a semra shebedwa but enye mbra shebedwa
okay
esse but enye
no look alike ana
I say on my way enioma atosi on my way enhihye mu ne nkanko ne nkosuo mu kese pa no se de sobo ebobo asoeya aban asoeya hodo a sebi omadi omanfo hwammo pa ne takesini pa kese pa no o se de komra hye bedwam
okay adentia
omo enim omadwuma omo eye omo ho se omo ye masters nanso so omo ye nkoa a me ne wo ye pe obi asoma no and yes, omunkosi ya nemu na nipa bia no ye wo brofoka say bi say if you know your position you are free from competition. They don't know their position and so they are always competing with the public. Yen Ghana for no yen kwa ne womo yen ni asoma womo they refuse to take akwa and they try to play the masters.
Okay.
Enunti ena omumfa enidie emma Ghana fo no. Omummu ade, omumfere ade. Na on me ka omu nyina bomu a. Edu ba bia wo se me paamu.
Okay.
Na me ma Ghana fo hu de nti a abasa. Hwe. Obi oye MPP mrahye bedwani. Oni obi oye NDC mrahye bedwani omonse.
Okay.
MPP mrahye bedwani bia no wa woto abama no wo de ya ataihwe ne yobia a wo de ba mrahye bedwam na oba wi a ya ahwe ne tebia ne yobia.
Okay.
Omo mfani die emma impo omo to abama omo anunti no omo kasa omo boso omo kasa tumimu omo kasa te se de sebi omo ne omo nkoa na kasa enso omo na ye nkoa o enu na ama mrase bedwa ya etwa mu
if
parliament no Ghana fo hu se da bi enkofu mu ase de tumi mo omo a omo emma mo ma betri so na omo bo kimpaluta ma ye kuntan na omo ba kuntan na omo pejo omo bo na omo se omo bo na omo di kuntan na omo de nam enu ntu be ha MPP mrahye bedwani bia wo de fafi o se chairman sabonso a wono ye se wo ko obi foforo na aba ono nana wa te wo mrahye bedwam ho ukọ ne peso aso a hwini ho a sebi obetimi de ne nsa atene so se me koye me bra me boye eso mfaso ni wo de aye ajapade won kran ha ntra nya ye kurampa a wo de mama girlfriends na constituency ni si ho owia na club ya yire fia sante kotoko ohembo di amma muso na waye ne sompa hene menim soma osom ya eye papa anu nti ye oye sompa hene ne ya boni din na ase ya mani muso enso na wakotena ho for more than 24 years now for 24 years now ko share mra se bedwemo no ne su ni mfaso ma sante mai baako pese baako etino se ye kukuru nneoma na ho ne takasi no e wo se de komra hye bedwam omodi oma we hwamo kese pa ne titiri ni MPP mra hye bedwafo omo ye nim guasiefo a eni kwan se ye kai omo wo ye history mu e wo bia papa bia mu bibi papa bia ni wa se bi ye betimi aka so oh MPP mra hye bedwafo na enam omo so a ade we baaye e fa certificate kro mom toy nyansa ye diko suku ko sua nyansa ni nimde ebi ni omutirim utimi say we was a lawyer ni hwe lawyer ni a ogina hwe afenyo ya we lawyer ni ubekom pa se nimde woni bi aida say wo koye no your friend say the teacher pass no teacher say ma fail teacher say ma pass we teacher say wa pass then so pass we busa say law pass law ben e woni tirim there was a doctor of finance at the state canon Okrah certificate no nimde bia ni ho oh entino they think say ye na ye omanfo a sabio ye de omakosi baabi no baabi a ye de omakosi no eye tumi a ye de ama omo say omo fa medi yen so tie o entino abribia no omo ye nneoma te say omo na omo no wotumi bia ye ni tumi no but o can the preamble of the constitution ebe mo hu de wotumi ni de oni tumi enuntina so wahwa abribia no omo te ho a they forget themselves to say omo ye representatives omo nim say omo eya asomafo omo fa omo say yen momum na ye omo nkoa na edi ne siye mo na mo hye say mo be vetin na mo ye no mo say mo be veti obi a 1 hour obi timi betena se no ma vetin for 5 hours 6 hours nipa ba ku timi busa nipa ba ko 196 questions edru ba bi na ebusa afenyo say eni ebusa say Sam George da ben na no yire da last time I know yire da ye da ben ka na Ghana fu because questions how busa no utu say nyansa ba ko kra nim akwa be na afa so obi ko school watwa ni ticket se wako sreye so ko bo besia na odi ko school wu kra sika fako school no wo so be lawyer wo lawyer odi ko ye ADB kro no na ade boye krofo we woye na se bedwani krofo pa to bottom ni krofo we o ma japade ye nton ma no no wia woye na se bedwani ono timi nya akokodro timi busa obi question se onya sika wahin question a obusa no se onya sika wahin na odi twa tikita odi call landing ko sua ade una na de ma no ati nkwasi afon kwa na gumra hye bedwam ho a me no ka sei pp omko a aha se udi odwan kra begina ho a ye beto ama no etu be komra hye bedwam wo nyan me ponche
ko ba election mo se owo de bo kra begina ho beto ama
anya bo na hye bedwam anya bo na te wo no wasoma bo ebo so be ya mwode a kirewo now to Mr. Speaker ni no mani bo ma me ne nya adwen kura pani a o tinte so to form teo pani o tinte so to form de ne tetra mafa no onye pani papa oyenim guasie ni and he must always sometimes eya me ya say na ntwe nim na hoden na oma na nkwase ni small boy bi ubekọ na nkwase
them na small boy bi na watwe nantwi ato fam na afei nantwi or the minimum shell
and me ba no so na ayele
aye okay no nantwi no di na chi John ayi akosia bofo again na bon nim say ayi odi na chi John odi na chi John ene mayanka Mr. Speaker Ghana ha obi eni what say no
yeah number 3
apart from the number 3 no there is no one who has that experience from the very day the Fourth Republic he was in Parliament and he has been in Parliament till date. There is none like him. And so if people become this nuisance, now we take a common gavel, the chief from say bang. Now one can say because me common gavel now me the chief from now me nim nyansa na the chief from one. Then it means you have a problem in your brain. And I'm questioning whether he ought to be examined. Say, Speaker, now you know that's so yeah, Juma na. Because as a disciplinarian, you ought to always abide by your discipline and make sure that people must abide by it. No amount of a helper. Because Nipano say Hunyansan or Yadi a sefata. And can for common government in country say on suspension. Omukwa suspended omono. Ne was saying can tra unkoba mu. Ne can affect even to the chair.
Okay.
Yes, because the chair ought to have stepped or stood his grounds. He ought to have stood his grounds and make sure say obey instilling discipline as far as he is chair. And you know, I was very sad to hear say was suspended just about 4 of them. Yes, obi tini ka say ayeye we no kra no yakoto ne yakoso obi hwa. Wei we yam na se bedwani. Wei we yam na se bedwani. Eti we say no ye ka class 1 for asem class 1 for and na talkatives and na mo penkwala pekasa dodo enkola kra mo na mo ha adwen dodo ye be wie class 1 for dia akoka GHS for dia kan SHS for dia sabe company for papa pani toto for we mo so asem e wo studio ha ya enkanenke ba ye nkie ka ekwan be nenke be fa so a ye be ma report atimi abo ma o man na koso ekwan be ne betimi afa so ama akwan a sebi asai atimi ayeye ye meka no empani toto we no mu asebi o mu nim nyansa ya soma wo mo so mo nkom la sebedwam mra sebedwam o enya sebi me kwaka krampa makola fo ne mbeko because how dey o mo pai ne oma na yeso ye to ne oma ya dane honum te sebi ye te makola ase ye nim ye hwehwe asoman omampani a ya to abama no wa pa obi se omra mesini ko se na namu se nipa ne ye se nipa ne nye wo ba ye so totuna no wo de ye nsi anamu totuna no keke eno no just ye pagya table ban na microphone so ya tete no muntutu microphone no nipa na o kan se muntutu microphone no ka so by now ye na dia film ase bedwam you get a very punishment eno kwa pon ye ne mo anya adwen se o masa 2 weeks suspension no. This punishment was too light. Now we are masa atwe sign. Mr. Speaker,
wa atwe sign no yes investigation then akoya
they are doing investigating akoya then.
I was watching all of it no make say they should suspend it.
What was say here? Putting the cart before the horse. Nipa bia oputu cart before the horse bia no. E wo so hu se na adwini mo hapa. Because afunu ponko ompia nioma otwe nioma. It is how they enioma kosi na nim se afunu ponko pia. Na wo so hu se papa yi na adwini no enya adwuma. And na why suspension wi ansa na koy investigation
committee.
Oh, baby, I'm speaking. I was here na dream no. Eh, nyansa na editi biase o. Nimdia no, uni nyansa kura untimi nya bi. Because yesi nyansa na waye bibi. Enti na friend nyansa no. Nya ansa. Why a suspension without investigation? I feel we also was at the committee. Committee no mo koye den. Omo the finance ne ba dia na de beye. So you put the cart before the horse.
All right.
It is one of the very, because
the tripods now you work in terms of on my way nation say no. Me no me wo didie say na she bedwam sie nya no correctly a. Eno be boa ma ye nhyehyeye no akoyi enya executive o. Mun say mampani kwa pese osi gina ya okomra she bedwam. Because ono ankasa no ono so parliamentarian. Yeah. I will see on one man penina name. And oye bibia anya ni tumi mu no de ye. Because power no resides with the people. And the people na representatives. Ye nyina ye ntimi nkohia wo ba bi say ye sigina ye say o man panifa ye adwuma. Anu nti na ye nsi anamu. And when we don't get parliamentary works correct, this country will always be in this abyss. Nti mesre yen ma sebi samra sebe dwane hu nsem ni hu hia ye. Mr. Speaker, me woni die sonku bi mana se ohun ne ho so hwe a obenyina be ye tope se wa hu ne ho so hwe na ekoye se na maka ni say na obi afafo afre me okay and am rescinding me decision a dabia no we will also come and then be condemning and rebuking and admonishing you like this. I don't like it. So Mr. Speaker, sit up. Parliamentarians should sit up. MPP for nipa says na aka no sebi Ghana for na ye mpese e benya omu bi because of e-levy ade omu de ye na ye mpese e benya bi wo ho enti se mo amoya majority no so no se mo da mo so da create pandemonium wo ho na as a diversionary tactics de bia no o ma say da o they always want to disrupt enti mo amowo efie nyansa mo mra hye bedwa mo majority side no so mo ya ade ma mo fie omo so mo ya mo Ghana fo hu de omo ye because bibi omo ye bia nyansa nim nipa omo kofa no kura ba se omo bi de omo nim kura no nyansa no kura bo no se de jonso abo akoko nti mesre mo ntena mo hu ne mo ase na mo nya ne ma se de be ma Ghana atumpon na Ghana fo so enya mo so mfa so enya sa na I say we are causing financial loss always to the state because mo so mfa so ayenya no eye keto e bi shada mo number Sani Davis na ya wadi dia me so real draw no na innocent mrem why na ne ho kura pre no dodo eh adi so wani akabe me de pa because me no never one skill what I say star 413 hash option 4 star 413 hash option 4 where cash flow 5 Ghana cedis per obi e di disika no pay ya 5 cedis per e na wo hia and it yanko channel mo stop na esa na amanko for yem sisi o mo e chadodo after the who me number will mean. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. 0591133. Do add the rest. Hey, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. And as you can know, one gentiama was out drop your corner. Good morning. Hello. Debbie wants a menka. Or to menka, no more than not so. I'm a Fatia. Oh, my Bafatia made me that say. Or say, mini micro minority ministers of one or say, they or Muye de must say. Hello. Debbie, I say what they saw the phone out to TV. No, who says I don't know. Papa Bulazio, I say me home free. Yet Takwati and the park. Yame and Shamo. Happy birthday in advance to my boss, mighty Shamaba of Esikado Ketan, Kojokrom constituency. Mateme da say, and we minimum the Arabic and I was in this so on and now Kusipoku. He never disappoints. Innocent as well. Innocent, we innocent.
Yes.
Second topic.
Yes, yeah. So we have your constitution now. Framers now at the point or more a certain constitution now more the respect and now more endear to parliament. You know, it wasn't to people within because at the time no be in the parliament. It was the institution. Yes. And to what team nasa win answer. Don't be sure say you are insulated by that respect. Our constitution the guarantee no. I don't know if you get a point I'm making. Yes, the framers accorded the respect to the institution parliament, not the individuals in. Yes. Okay. And to for you to get that respect, up to that expectation. And to him, now say, that is the kind of way I will get it. And I think that the indecision, I hit the parliament at this time with speaker, may set up committee, my suspend the way, my jai, my way, no. You see, suddenly money, you know, deep in the internal crisis within parliament as a house, and you focus in the area. And I think that suddenly when you now draw everybody back, they need to put themselves together. Sir, power of my free way for contempt, I think they should stop for now. Because the house is not a house of contempt. They need to purge it. Now, in your respect, in your dignity, we are. Them Ghanaians will equally subscribe the same thing to you.
Exactly. It's very much mutual.
Yeah, can you remember you know boom na ya de atwa so SIC issue na cost na say nipa na was James Ajene Boateng or hand over man no so hand over or the court say enya de adwuma no obekọ na akọchina President Kufuor na appoint no say ye de obi besi na nine class so onko and afen so enra President Mahama kopie mu water crade market no mo yes wo mu sie no say 2 years ni contract and call site da na enra President Mahama yade bia na enika okọ na okọ Fred the same company na the contract ni ma wo mo no and no o makasa say as soon as possible also mo come back to site so that we meet me a complete market no so innocence take on that
I think that is near my ear because over the years abandoned projects because government are changing in as a form no obi ani ho abedi omampanyina ono akodo pade ne bottom sika be your mind ejapade and as oman nema e Ghana for sika ne nema na de yesa nema no and whenever your committee state resources here they be at any point in time say government ntimi anwia incumbent upon abanya waba to make sure say we seek to it say that particular project is completed say be Ghana for benya so mfaso na sika no go waste in recent time because of this dirty politics we do here. We've seen a lot of projects that started in the previous administration. Ni now go waste. Nipa the Senate tenasi bu na ni gusu making sure say sadly me. I built na asiwo for almost 80 good years no rot. In the end no, I say kwakoton. The state sika the committee to that particular money no, I go waste. Ya obakaya oko Kumasi Afari Hospital. We did a lot of work on it. That particular project no so I go waste and na oko ha o wi Okrah be ho. These are nema nipa no yes nema hunu we nyina wi a they eventually get away with it obi am punish obi a and that is my worry. I think that we need to institute a team ever probe into some of these past projects ya abandon here na ya my individuals no more abandon and explain it to Ghana for why ya dey sika be shadiem na government will decide to let it just rot. Na mom ye benye sika akwa start different projects na se for oman no ye ne jai because hospitals na se for sha say so I think say it's a good sign going forward no Ghana for will not tolerate some of these things and can market we president call no so akwa set up a new team say yem see different hospital ye hu bi o Ashanti regional bra na omusi ye fence stadium ewo one of the town me we Africa crack almost stadium no do baby aban ba ya no so ni we di biase ono so ba ya no so kwaje plot ono so see ne de they couldn't even finish so I know the day no too be now waste na sa wo ma me sika na nka wo de ya na me nya so se nka wo be waste sansem hunu no so I think say going forward no citizens no these are some of the things that we are looking for sabaya aban no be so committed to the people of this country not to partisan and political interests oh me ko wi am baka say Neba no Akufo-Addo na sha ase na maba be wienti no the credit is not to Akufo-Addo it's to the people of this country because I know that they Ghana for na ekotena benefit that is the wisdom that eluded the previous government I am some of these major buildings na se for enyina go waste and now kwala hospital you go bugu form no Akufo-Addo couldn't finish that hospital no shamelessly no that
na sha ase
La polyclinic I Juma serve nipa over the years. When I heard about this thing, it was somewhere around old time when I shall say several months for Kwabrania but modern could be hospital no go so be for to date or the quarter opposition. Enti abide to me act out to be said Binyansa be and Nimsanima winning an boy for my dear as a contract. Going forward, you know, I'm expecting say the president true to his words and because I can't say any business as usual. Say oh yeah the omo yeah no be abide no call any failure is the reason why we have voted for a new regime. the expectation is that you don't repeat it, but rather you do things differently and at the same time inspire and engender public trust and confidence. Now, man, for you believe in the institutions, sabi. And Ghana for BC, because the veil of hopelessness hanging ya eson. And they say, I'm no say out there. This is a protectionist approach that most countries are adopting. Donald Trump and or deport a man from countries, and in Europe, very soon some of these things are going to start because countries are doing away with globalization. They are going for domestication. I will be a person in for better than the and your duty on us. And then yes, freebies na foreign saying. Sikano Modema Donald Trump was free now cause as you can a wake up call to as in people say your destiny is in our own hands. We need to invest in ventures a bit to benefit people. We need to invest in businesses a bit to for economic transformation, but to stimulate economic growth and so forth. These are policies we seek, and we have the potential and the capability to ensure that we will be successful. So if you fail to do these things and stick to partisan politics, over the years, MYA. So I think that it's a good move. You should continue like that. There are several projects. I think that those projects must be completed. Those e-blocks up to now. And that's what Ana Okrah Okrah secondary school we call a Rihanna we are just a Yansa beer nim a bind those projects in time has come for us to revisit those old projects. Now you make sure say complete. Sabe ya Ghana for you to bet me kwatena ba bia kusunya de. Na sa red, gold, green, sansem hunu nyina etwatwa. Na ye hu say oman no your vision ye kwa yanim. This is the stage. Makata say ba bia ejina it's a stage that yes set for the new Ghana to take off. We cannot afford to fail. So in all aspects, legally, everywhere, economically, socially, we need to be at the same page. Now you're making sure say we put the necessary legal framework. This Ghana I take it off because if you go to the social front, there is one issue I want to talk about. This rent issue here in Accra. Kwabrani besi dano there more 2 years advance. When you were mra one cartel said you can't give out way more than 6 months. I'm sure said that particular lawyer said the parliament are call for 1 year and so forth. These are some of the things we need political will to execute them. Because Obi a young man or a national service, it's 700 Ghana cedis. Or Accra no behind and also own 2 years advance. Another one about them. 1,500 for a month. It be a 2,000. It be a 3,000. Yo, state, it's not doing anything to salvage this particular situation. So I know that the Nipan Mokako Jebosian or Kako behind or behind any we are mattress. Maybe a new. I feel no extra sika. So when you buy a house, no national service now. I just want the boss of Kodak no way sika kakra. So I know that the state power to deal with some of these things. I think government needs to avail his mind to some of these key sensitive issues that affect almost everybody in this country. And then governance and they solve problems, society's problems. And as for them, now the everyday big those things just to make money. And as for and several amount for interest. So you are making one say so what address here. It will solve major problems facing young people in this country. And I think that will be for the SIC case. I don't know much about it. I would like to say go details into why the woman is refusing to leave office. And I said, that details. I think that we can delve into that.
Listen,
Obaya.
Mama Mania.
Yo.
I don't know why you let it happen.
I'm saying traffic situations somewhere properly and then me first assembly so na makai Ghana government about $200 million loan akufo aban akwa 2019 and almost the baba Greater Accra intelligent traffic management system sa sika na $200 million. We don't know the update of those projects. Into sika no akan system na ya ji sika no ya di anya. This traffic management is so for Greater Accra. It's something that maybe in your subsequent, you can look at it. We are finding out, you can't say, I couldn't even find $200 million. You can't leave it to go down the drain.
Listen,
Asemo, Obaya, Ura Mahama, the man Ghana for Enya Nimujidi, the to me man in this quantum. Ebinsi da se Ora Mahama waba pen
anye bia no ehu onsanu nyuma bia ede di pefe se oye osiade yo impo de wentimi no okoye akansinsemu abanya obaya eye Akufo-Addo a sebi obedi wade no foto mpo a oboye a ugye sika tomu no obaya wadi mu sika ye hu sika no so mfaso asomanfo esla so a ode baaye a eno krampo enka ye fantuatua ye fan wo esi hu eto ne nyoma no eno so ode esi a wo wadi sika no into 2035 get fund ode esi a wo wa adi sika no 2036 37 kra get fund futuo bia Joma ama o Professor Milso Rollins so oboboto ho no omadi musika nyina ama sese no oman no abo na wodi asem a eye yen de atoa no ya asem a wodi bo entoa a emaganafo ye bepese ye beto aba mawo ya medru ba bia me ye campaign ma Joma Hama na enya me den ene se o se oba be ye bibia ye frɛ no reset na tebroni kan reset a ne tintini ne tietie nyina ne se ade a ɛwɔ hɔ a sabio ne nhyehyɛe ne nkoyie no o sa set ade no again. The word re means again and set means nhyehyɛe no o se ba be ye ni foforo enti ete said ye why na wo Bible mu a Nicodemus and o say meye den na ya wo me foforo enti say o man wey ye busa Owura Mahama say ebeye den na ya wo o man wey foforo and o say obefa kwan foforo so a reset Ghana and Ghana for say okay wona wa ye depend ba wumia oni nimdia ye de ebu man Akufo-Addo oni ni ebu man no krampo no ye hu ne so mfaso obi anti ma ba wumia nkotena nchen and odi nya 38%. In fact ba wumia se wo hwe de ne nko so onya pa ye 33%. Krono kakra ye twa bi agum na eboa no ma onya 38%. Enso kra wo de ye mfa ne saa enti se mehwe de enura ekọ so wo takrade na efa bi no mebo Owura Mahama abaso efa bi nsusu no mesa aka che ne se onko back to the drawing board na oma all abandoned projects a ewo Ghana ha nyina no enya committee from Accra to Axim to Pagda to everywhere, the nooks and crannies of this country, Joma Hama and set up a committee, Obama all the list of abandoned projects, abba into the purview of society. Say, a normal way and a free and chroma pencil. Ya abandon. Ya, it was said on mine of the Nigerian Nkosuo. Na committee ne bawia ya pehu quantity surveyor contractors ahodo na wo so mo yesa anwuma na omo anye na eboa na edaso as at the time a omo abandon projects no na yenhwe ene se yese ye calculate a ye behu the difference and the gap the deficit sabi ye jato ho, then you can look at the way forward. What must I say? And yes how the Joma Hama ye it said you open to the cart before the horse pepe. Okay. It won't be correct. Because sabi previous shewo. Nipa no. Oba no be catch us project near the ma me no na ne boy say. Na ene no me hwe neoma bo ni inflation ni neoma ebe cost me this much. Na wo hwe eye den na project no about to a halt. Yeah, project no looks abandoned. Bonia abaya wetemu no wadie no. Me say a crime against humanity. ya sisa bo e na o ma predi ya to table so eja John Mahama no e na o mo nam na o mo se to ayampia e na o mo no timi anya kokodro se ade bonefo sem ama boyefo kuo MPP no o mo se kwa akọ pe e friend saying di bia papa ama MPP na gina MPP obi a wo ye MPP ni bia ye ma boye ni ya any kwansi ete sa party ni di biem wo yaso we mu biem da ama boyefo kuo o ma ka mo ho abom o mu bie ni wa o ye o man bapa yeah the patriotic word now except new patriotic party ni no and tell bo se me court because there is nothing patriotic about the new patriotic party o me ama boyefo their nation wreckers ora na eba ye no ora Mahama he should not abandon it because of how people are criticizing the oral. It is only a thief and a criminal that will criticize oral.
Yeah.
Because Sebi, ya power si apra wada. Ya tikuo si enko chakron for. If you attach anwa, na omo constitution ni mu himfa na yesu betimi atikuo say enko chakron for no mu ni any local standard. Ipacho Obaya ye wo obi a wo che kronfo a o man na manemra so onko che kronfo post ni meboa na but you need citizens arrest
ye wo bi o mra ni
adena so hu so obi bo kro no a attachia wo hu so obi bo kro no wo di fia on tuka nkonko hwe police man na chi mpakro o me ka se bi ni magimi a aya na me pese me ya blunt na ne ma hwe a na o ma hu se ni papa no wagimi obi a wo criticize wo ra bia ye jimi or your comfort, or your tubotomi, or your balawo, or your PR mark for the criminals. Okay. And this is the time any question Ora Mahama or TC from said where are you? Me am a fair, but are populist. Okay. I mean, check on for no. I was said on level, woman, a certain your friend is saying to media. Or the Bayer national audit from 2017 to 2025 for the Bayer Mampenino. Yeah, audit sika bia akodi amon sem. Na omo kwa che ba bia sika na ebedi amon sem no adwuma omo de ye na nsesa aka no ya nyin fi omo ho. Okay. E hono na oba abandoned project a wo committee ni so make no dom level hwehwem ora fo ne ye omo adwuma. Committee ni so hwehwe. Yes, committee ni so hwehwe nyuma ya anye. Utimu se Akufo-Addo num timi begina bedwam ka se o ma ye adwuma bi o baabi na NDC communicators akoho o mbeko na o matwa Bearland photo na o de ababontin na afi aban ni matwa o mi kan na o mo agisika o Palugu example there are so many examples and you know we are saying now about to say you want people to just abscond with the monies they have stolen. Okay. Because it will not get you to know the inside out of the subject matter. Okay. All publicity projects ni say ya contract and beba oba be kika nsem. You have to know even before you go there no how much the project costs. Now sika omaje sika akodu omo nsem no omatena se afi na ko hodu obi accountable. Anu na Ghana for pay o. Ghana front to aba majo Mahama se o mesi dan o. Krono na ko fa bo no. Eni e person omeji enti me sre do Mahama. Need you so kwa minim say oh nyansa too much nimdie too much ya obetima na nyuma no e bia ni modus operandi na bia me ne nya adwen. Okay. But on se sano na o make sure say or the a holistic view of abandoned project beba na wasam ya hu omo agisika e wo se nkomde ye sa nyuma na omo anya te se wokọ ayi takrade enemfutru e wo takrade enemfutru ketwa. Now we hear say a year interchange. John Mahama did just 3 years, 2 months and a year circle Dubai. 3 years, 2 months. The same thing Kaswa. And quite the 3 years, 1 month and a year. O calculate ya pepe. The shadow no crown he was just a month ahead. Because no plan say obey no within a certain space of time. O we answer na time no so. Because something say nipa buyen kwasia omo so no ma gisika chen obia wo oma wemu. Just a minute on the SIC na me call ni ho SIC ni de oba no sebi impeduasa one appoint o Akufo-Addo enti wo ya appoint wa ma wo SIC no wo de agu ye friend say wa ma enterprise age SIC adwuma Oh, Sankofu, Mommy criminals. Who you say enterprise? A Kufa do naked of Ratadia. Omudi Obi Kotna was a ongu SIC. Send a better enterprise, Beji SIC, Jumaya, and you say government cars in government insurance, non insurer, SIC. I mean that sector. I want to make me a Jumedi, the insurer. Omugu SIC, no, because of the appointment of that Obano. Kobus Obano Nase, never baby will free. Busanio. No, the nakot now. Onguno. Now, if you have ever found out also why reset account also won't call. Oh, me no yana NDC for the do baby no muye because I me coming ko you know. Me coming ko you know. When na ga dey betina ka boys ni go no ma buno.
Simple.
Oh, for the we are. Oh, post to cover mane. Say me nko.
Aye.
Me baby am tia me ka say me say nko for kutu pa san ha me akra me ko. No kan say me say wonko. No am na me trans nya adwuma ne ehwe.
Aye.
Kwasi aseme ku fodo na kwampo roko. Nawo.
Okay. Mami ko ni ho.
Me nko, say me kwa court. Me kwa court. Aku fodo no nim court. Aku fodo otiga na no nim court.
Okay.
Oh, I know NDC for no crowd baby. He say my holier than thou. Revolution for. Mo kra bo kra, e say kra am pesa me. I mean minimum the crow. NDC penny. NDC. Say me nko. Na wa bona moto me nko.
Ni answer them way I soft be.
Say
Won't me nya adwuma na e be ya mamo.
I say
Nkofo bufu afu Ghana ha.
Ejai kra.
Se mo ba ye. I said there Akufo do ye na na mo guso na mo to aso. Ye se mo ma obi a mo pra obi a ho ma ne ho to no. Enti Ghana for yakuma ye da ye na. Police need aso te ho, IGP da so te ho. Defense. Abi ya se anya Akufo do memo bibia wo bia na enye. John Mahama wa ba ekọ bosomi. Ekofo da so te ho. Ekofo da so te ho.
Is become
Alonso wa wies kasa Alonso wa wies kasa onko that's what so onko yes Thursday ya no okoye
uko grounds are party for bofu enye say they are upset with the president but they believe say anka by now no anka some institutions bi wo no ma omo share chiri ema kitashi say any proye any kankan e course wo ho no Sankofo ni nyina no anka by now was a coffee system enra baby ti say for me na aye adanse e mabu na wo ho no e mobilize omo e call district assembly esan say the municipal chief executive for ho president through the secretary I issue letter say omo nyina should relinquish themselves out of post but this chief executive is still at post he's still working enti say ye kase ye de mrano be hye ensem a wan hwe a be translate akono we can't hold it and I'm just advising those people you are appointing new people to take over from their office no they should just peacefully hand over because your time is overdue your president is gone the vice president is gone omina ati ase
yes na popi ye kura da so te ho ye adwuma
tima
enti minim say
no
very soon new people will take over from the place. Now, on say, ye kase, ye de na MPP for the Ghana for FM no, ebe ya ohu. One shall we will also step on innocent people's toes. Me, I am not saying this because as I was some kind of flesh be the man MPP for. But say do man change number. We need to be at post by now. Yes, I appointment letter. We are waiting patiently for the right time. We believe so much in the current president. Say he will do the needful. Enra, Ghana Port and Harbour Authority. When said they pay courtesy visit to the government, said they want to start operating at the Jamestown Fishing Harbour. The party people at home, they need to go to work. Which people are they starting with? Which people are they starting with? And you know, I believe that so far, no, so good. But it is not what the people are expecting. We are expecting the president say obey act so fast through his other signatories. Now, on making sure say those people who are not supposed to be at post
they should leave the place and allow the new people to take over. Omo public servants, civil servants, no, Obianka Omasem. But Oma political appointees are just office, no. They advise Omo. Don't sit there for someone to come and attack you before you mobilize yourself and leave. Kaka meka ona. The mesa eka so therefore the new ministers are Excellency John Dramani Mahama one nominate Omo. I believe that they are capable. Their people are most of them has been ranking member. Now Nipa Baku, I'm so happy about his own has to do with John Dromelo. Agrek. On say, he's a first timer. In fact, among all the appointees, ministers nominated, only the first time MPR, Yamano deputy minister. Now, me say because of the way I was branded the Agrek sector, I said, most of the youth crowd, they want to go into Agrek. I mean, it is something. I mean, I commended John Dramani Mahama and John Dromelo himself because we know him in his private life as Obia where artist Otrasini. Now we move the bar politics move. Now say Krampono. Ocean is social media handler. Adia what projected to himself has to do with Agrek or a farmer. Now, me say a position na dia man no. Obebuama man na youths we who want to enter into farming. No, he will support them. Fertilizers. We the youth, yes. Obe support you. Me ankasa me call the office. Because John Dumelo John Mahama say what they akukon kete but sa project we John Dumelo ho honom na say youth Ghanaians on person who going for Agrek no. Sure. It will be attractive and I believe so much that John Dumelo will sell. And apart from Onono, other people have been appointed. I mean, they are going to Honorable Odeyeeba, Deputy Minister for Local Government and Chieftaincy. Yeah. This woman, Osheta, na ye demonstration. Ghana has say about among funds in chieftaincy issues. Now, Odinenim Edmupa, and see, I'm not so much surprised. Now, I believe that she should use that office to solve most of them. Chieftaincy issues go on in Greater Accra region and other parts of the country. Recently, we say, we share the Eastern Corridor. Now it is not so much. Now chieftaincy issues. Yeah. You will believe so much that the president trusts those people who have appointed. Now, as they are going to the office now, they should put the country at heart. They shouldn't work under fear or favor. Sir, Nipa we MPP ni na meneno was some kind of relations I'll show this MPP person and then leave him just for the matter to go die. Me, Tama, the current regional minister, I appointed to the office of the regional minister. Now I'll convert bit to say and record a name that was global. No. These people have caused a lot of rot in their office. So they cannot associate themselves with you. So if they have done something wrong, how do you bring those things out? So I don't expect any of the ministers I appoint to say no. Former appointees now went to bonnet our office no. Because one thing I'm observing and say most of our chiefs, do you know that they are in support of the Okrah team? Yeah. Say Rota abanda dano ekoso yeno krono any kitashi se omo koso wo omo various offices no aban we betima boa ne agisa sika no ne atim de bu o my we na si ya anya ne sa na se ye ne MPP fuo omo bo o man we krono omo former appointees ne omo former ministers begusu asere ene omo akoso abo na montuo na bone o maye no ya hyedo omo de a. Not just so I expect the current crop of ministers say they shouldn't try to partner with the former government appointees. Adebako Aman noticeable about the current minority leader, Afenyo Markin. He always play with words. Now the majority in parliament and the NDC, we are in government now. They shouldn't try to allow minority to persuade them because they have money. The scam of movie I know they will bring some to them. Say take this money and shield my case. And one person I am appointing currently where the deputy attorney general. You know, my bought privately. What I said? Yeah. Until we expect, say, or my was saying, okay. We should try and make sure that we apprehend them. Okay. Now, Emra, minority for a press conference me against the governor, the new governor.
Yeah, Bank of Ghana.
Bank of Ghana. I must say, they believe that there's pending issues against him. So, the man shouldn't be at work. That is what they want to portray to Ghanaians. Now, this kind of things, you know, I think anything I mean here, penny Luso and Nibu AFU, because Osha Bonnie and people for D, now still now we are not going after them, and they rather want to go after us.
Obaya, say Quateni,
yes,
Quateni or Kwe Yasi. Now, or no, say me a year me Kwe, me mentia. Mentia.
I mean, who got Nisa? A young CMI is capable. John Draman Mama believes so much in him. Case in your you cannot pronounce judgment against him. But what I say, so the minority knows that they have caused a lot of rot. The new government will come after their people. So they are initially throwing this kind of punch so that when the majority or the new government decide to go after them, they'll be like, oh, it's a witch hunting. Okay. We don't want to do that. The majority should stay focused. The new Attorney General, who do you say the current Attorney General and the Minister of Justice, Ankasa, these MPP people, they went after him. They went after this man. And see, we are begging the new government, say, the party people need to be put at work. Exactly. They need job. We cannot allow the MPP people to be at work. They should make sure that this national security opportunities are MPP for still now. The internet MPP is saying that minority leader Okan say you are just a common foot soldier. The MPP people are still at work and you are here clapping for your party. Oh, utie sansem we are abufu no sem. And this is from penny for yes. Okay. Appointment no be be ama technocrats no. Yeah, party for no so here to man. Exactly. Yeah, national. Some of our national executives, they are still not having any appointment. The regional executives, why? Okay. Some of us, you know, okay. We cannot allow this thing to continue.
Say MPP need penny power. Now our friend, who I catch them say, NDC, ewa bemu, and so MPP will power.
So, some number and yes, because we are failing to call the shots.
Okay, happy birthday, Nkoma Reverend Ben Osedria. Yes, your birthday, Yami Shana on your case. Second one, no, move on to some umbrella list to wall. The birthday wish, I don't know. Submit was off on the Reverend Ben or say, I also for your word, man. Also, Bob deliverance, Davidson to suffer no. And Yamma catches off on and say, boys, Yam no word when we had deliverance. Akakra, Sissim Daddy, you brate. Samo, and I remember happy birthday, and our birthday and the father deliverance, my boys, and I say, and I really saw when also didn't the same.
Wait, the legendary Rexoma.
Rexoma birthday. Okay, Rexoma, now your birthday to where list of wish our day Emma when none pay. Yedamase. The young shall grow. Mammy now innocent as a papa and innocent in the first. Why are they now rally so to us and then in the year late pa? Now they'll let in the promise. My catch up say, yeah, your cast had also. The I 38:30 near to full time. Said ya near can you struggle and this is for grassroots to hear you. Ain't me, myself, you are Bemuna come down so the boys. Sremoa and the media houses near NDC media houses. No more resources. More resources. Yeah, my man, Binum bought chairman, my man, Binum, one secretary, more resources, yea. And idea somewhere. Yeah, cross I met to me because the CMT invite ye, and I want my son, Bruno, Mubeta Munai, my bam so power on the ducks, mobile careful. Massa, yeah, ready and I age mo. We cry the Becca seats you, as I'm by my cat body. No, I care ready. Our de Cassia Bono brain to Adaroma. We cry the man could break and care, not patch, and say, Yaa Titi Okrah, Patria Crabo.